Live from Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona, it's the 11-7-2 Michigan Tech Huskies and the 9-7-2 Air Force Falcons getting set to face off in game number 1 of the annual Desert Hockey Classic. Thank you for dialing us up on Blaze Radio to start your new year. I'm Jaden Ricken alongside my partner Jack Brooks on the call for you today. And Jack, this set of games is the last time this season either of these teams will experience non-conference opponents.
And even though it's a non-conference game, that doesn't mean that there isn't serious postseason implications on the line. A tournament win like this, walking into a classic in an environment such as Mullet Arena, has huge implications from the UCHC pollers that winning a tournament like this, a classic like this in this arena, could do a lot for your net ranking, could do a lot to push you into the postseason.
Well, it's not going to be a lopsided matchup either with two pretty even records. This is going to be a competitive back and forth. But we also have to talk about the schedule because the Falcons have been on break since December 6th, nearly a full month of rest for them compared to the Huskies, who last played on Monday against number 3 Michigan State. Jack, is this going to be a game where the Falcons are going to be knocking off rust against a pretty well-oiled Husky team?
Well, in December, Michigan Tech played 4 games, winning 3 straight before that loss to Michigan State, who obviously top 5 team in the USCHO rankings. It was a solid look at how this team has carried through into the middle stretch of the season. And with elite skaters like Steven Sardinian and Isaac Gordon, they've shown some high highs. So almost a full month off for the Falcons isn't going to help against a team like that, but they showed prior to the break that they want to compete. Dominic Vlasic, their goalie, who has a .916 save percentage and a .241 goals against average. He's been a force in the net, and with forwards like Chris Hayden and Nick Savchuk, the offense has similar capabilities to the Huskies. So it might be a slower start for Air Force, but I wouldn't expect them to be quiet the entire game.
So when it comes to a game like this and it's a non-conference matchup and you have a second game coming tomorrow, how do they approach day one? Is it 110% effort both days, or do some teams kind of dial it down a little bit on day number 1?
Well, you got to remember, there is a reason why this is the early game for day 1. Later tonight, Alaska Fairbanks, Arizona State. Those are 2 really competitive, tough hockey teams. Arizona State, of course, in the NCHC. That's for a good reason. And then as for Alaska, they have proven their talent and depth of roster through and through as the years have gone on. So if you're these teams, you just got to understand that you have a tough game tomorrow for the championship, whoever walks away with the win.
Stay tuned. It's game number 1 right after the national anthem.
While others are sleeping, we are up breaking down the sports world.
The NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, college football, college baseball, UFC, and so much more.
For your weekly sports news, tune into the Breakdown After Dark on BlazeRadioOnline.com with Casey Smith, Aiden Dobell, and Keenan Vaughn, Tuesday nights from 9 to 10 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bill Austin Radio Studio in downtown Phoenix, Blaze Radio presents Boxing vs. Everyone. I'm Edward Eamon, host of Boxing vs. Everyone. Tune in Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Blaze Radio at BlazeRadioOnline.com for the latest boxing analysis, news, updates, and more.
You know, Timber, I'm glad we're both on the same page. We love fangirling.
Me too, Jazz. That's why we made a whole show about it.
The Fangirl Forum is back and better than ever.
Join us every Sunday at 1 p.m. on Blaze Radio to hear the rundown on all our favorite shows, movies, books, and more.
Tune in at BlazeRadioOnline.com. Channel your inner fangirl.
Do you play fantasy football?
We welcome you back to Blaze Radio Online. It's game number 1 of the Desert Hockey Classic, just moments away from the Air Force Academy Falcons taking on Michigan Tech Huskies. The Huskies have a pretty good record here in Tempe. They won the DHC back in 2023 and 2016, trying to take another championship home this weekend. And Jack, for Michigan Tech, we talked about their schedule. I mean, they've faced some competitive teams in the last couple of weeks. I think that it just shows that this is a team that they're not going to come into this weak or slow off the start.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously coming off a very tough game against Michigan State, as expected, they're going to be looking off to a fast start here.
And so puck drop has begun here at Tempe. The Falcons moving into the attack over on the left side, bounced into the near. Shot taken behind the net. And at the near wall over on the left side, a scramble pushed forward into the corner. Falcons in control somewhat. And as the huddle starts to break, Falcons get it out. And now the Huskies have it, moving over to the right side. Falcons will reset. Take it back into their defensive zone. Now on the attack, pushing forward, Nick Sajevic gets it inside and a quick score early. The Falcons get it going within minute number 1 from Nick Sajevic, his 4th goal on the season.
Sajevic there cleaning up the dirt from, let's see who it was. It was Chris Hayden, the left defender captain. That was a stretch pass all the way down from the far side circle from Air Force. Not only getting through the 1-3-1 neutral zone defense from Michigan Tech, but then stretching all the way across. Hayden was able to skate in with speed, their quick defender and captain. And then, like you said, Sajevic cleaning up the dirt on the rebound.
He just went straight down the lane, and it almost looked a little too easy. Falcons, not a lot of rust to knock off there on the first score of this afternoon.
And you needed that if you were Air Force, absolutely.
Falcons have it in the attacking zone. Puck worked outside near the blue line.
And that's what Air Force is going to try to do. We've seen a lot of that early, that cross-ice passing. Even when they set up their possession in the offensive zone, we saw them going from circle to circle a lot, always keeping 2 wide, typically a defender. And we will have a hooking penalty early on for Michigan Tech, so Air Force already up 1 will go to the power play. So now with more room to keep those 2 guys wide, expect them to try to stay more with that wide passing and cross-ice attack.
That's number 77, Steven Sardarian, heading over to the penalty box for the Huskies. So up by 1, now in the power play, the Falcons trying to get goal number 2. Face-off over on the far left.
Sajevic just got thrown out of the circle.
A scramble. Falcons able to get it out. Pushed back near the blue line. Still on the far side. Puck hit behind. Now back out. Chris Heaton working around the right. Falcons lose it. That one goes. Behind the net. Dominic Wasik loses control. The Huskies have it. They take a whack as it bounces off to the right.
Tom Lapia getting the interception on what should have gone around the boards. Goalie for Air Force didn't quite get it on his stick where he wanted it.
And now the Huskies trying to get something going here. Fight behind the net, pushed out. Good effort from Carson Latimer, putting the pressure on offense as the Falcons work it up the far side. Now back across center ice over onto the near left side. In front of the goal, Falcons trying to get another, and they do! Sam Stintz with goal number 2 for the Falcons.
And that one coming off of the hooking penalty. Now, Michigan Tech, make no mistake, almost got a shorty there. Wasik, 2 blunders in the triangle with the puck. But Air Force, once again, that one going 3 skaters high, going from left to right on quick one-touch passing. Phenomenal goal, right side, setting up the one-timer for Stitz.
So the Falcons capitalize on the power play. Only 15% on the season. They pick up their 10th goal, and the power play there as Air Force takes an early 2-0 lead. We'll be right back here on Blaze Radio Online. Stay tuned.
And now, the flop is near, and so we face the final season of Flopstar here on Blaze Radio, on BlazeRadioOnline.com. Tune in on Mondays at 2 p.m. Arizona time here on Blaze Radio, on BlazeRadioOnline.com to get your fix.
So coming out of the power play We are early here into period number 1, but the Air Force Academy Falcons did not wait to get going. 17:56 left on the clock as they lead by 2. Huskies trying to get something going off the face-off. That puck bounces up into the net.
And now, if you're Michigan Tech, you just need to keep your head on straight, right? Like Air Force, what they've been able to do so early on is to confuse the Huskies with the passing. A lot of cross-ice passing, that first goal, stretch pass into a sloppy rebound, and then obviously shorthanding, going with a little tic-tac-toe. For Michigan Tech, you just need to slow down the Falcons' offensive attack.
Face-off on the near right side, gets pushed out by the Falcons onto the far. They'll cross it back to the rink as Will Dawson pushes it up. Will get worked back around the boards over to the far left side. Falcons trying to get it out of the corner. And it is crowded over on the far left side. Sticks in, puck still not moving. Falcons able to push it back out, rotated, taking a shot on net. This one saved, and then a second shot. It's a 3-0 lead early. The Falcons coming out of the gate strong.
Like you said, we're not even a quarter of the way into this first period, and Air Force already 3-2 a biscuit, and that's similar to the first goal. Little sloppy seconds in front of the crease. That one coming off of the blade of Mason McCormick, the 6'4 senior from Wisconsin. He's a USHL player with the Waterloo Blackhawks. He has that talent, that experience, obviously with the main second-line captain of the team, and he showed why there. Being able to stay calm, recover the puck in front of the crease off of a sloppy rebound, get it in the back of the net.
And after the face-off, we will get a whistle, and they'll push it right back.
We have still yet to have a ice clear media timeout. The ice has not been cleared, and already Air Force up 3-0.
So redo the face-off at center ice. Falcons living large. Huskies able to get it out. They push it back into the defensive zone. Works it to the near side. Good passes. Trying to set up an attack. Push down in front of the goal, and the Falcons able to get it away. That attempt no good from Carson Burney, who took it down the rink. And now trying to get back on defense. Push behind the net. Work to the far side. Huskies get it out. 3 on the far side. They'll scoot 1 back towards the middle, trying to set up a passing triangle, and the puck gets sent all the way around. Huskies in all-out offense. Puck is loose to the back defensive zone.
And we're going to get a delayed call here. Michigan Tech trying to get the offense going, already pulled the goaltender. They're going to go on the power play.
Joe Prouty taking it up through the middle, navigating traffic, and then pushed out as we get a whistle after Reed DeVitella got in front of it.
We'll hear the call here. Michigan Tech trying to push forward with an extra man on. Here comes the announcement. It will be a holding penalty against Oliver Janess, the freshman, making a mistake early there. And if you're Michigan Tech, I know I talked about slowing it down, controlling the play. You need to be aggressive right here.
Yeah, Oliver Janess, the 6'1 freshman, with a crucial mistake early. Face off over on the far right circle. Huskies take a whack. Gets
one-time opportunity from Isaac Gordon, the assistant captain.
The Huskies still in good offensive potential here. Puck worked around the blue line. Huskies trying to look for an open take. Good passes over to the far side now. Steven Sardarian has it. He'll pass over to the near side. Steven's your guy. Working back and forth. Huskies not getting a good look quite yet.
Trying to set up a lot of tic-tac-toe passing, already 30 seconds in.
Stevenson rotates it again over to Facio. Now back to Stevenson. Stevenson to Facio, who pushes it over. Huskies slowly getting closer. They take a whack. That one gets blocked away. Huskies will get it off the deflection. A lot of movement. Great defense, too, from the Falcons. That one goes off a skate. Huskies able to hold on the near side to take a shot. That one nearly goes left. Works its way behind the net. Huskies hold on. Stevenson out at the blue line. He's been the center of rotation. That one gets away and launched down rank from Will Dawson.
What surprised me there for Michigan Tech, they had Elias Jansen, the 6-foot sophomore, trying to screen the goaltender. I don't know the strategy behind that, but they were looking for a lot of tic-tac-toe passing, a lot of one-timer opportunities.
So Dawson sends it into the offensive zone. Huskies able to get it back and now push right out in front of the goal. Good save there from Bo Jane Zing, able to just push it away. Puck now over on the far side for the Huskies as they push it out of their defensive zone. Back on the attack. In the middle, high hit to the back near the boards, and another failed attempt
Huskies
for the Huskies.
Huskies had a stretch pass opportunity there, decided not to take it, tried to set a play. Trayden Tembeki was at the far blue line, but they decided to set up a possession.
And so 14 minutes, 10 seconds into 14 minutes, 10 seconds left here in period number 1. The Falcons still, they haven't let the Huskies get really even close, Jack, to putting a puck in the back of the net.
Both teams back to even strength. A lot of failed screens early on as that one looked like it sailed into the net. Puck will continue to play. But yeah, I mean, a lot of tic-tac-toe passing opportunities. Huskies wanted a one-timer. They wanted to set up a possession. They didn't take a rush chance, trying to slow down, play their own game, but so far the Falcons just haven't let them do so.
Huskies able to break the attack. Now they're back on offense. Fight on the near board, taken right behind the net in the triangle. That one bounces up.
And that penalty kill for Air Force, not crucial, but it does a lot of momentum for your defense, just knowing again that you're not allowing the Huskies to set up their attack. All throughout that time, even when the Huskies had that 30-second offensive possession zone, a lot of block shots, a lot of miscommunication on the passing. Air Force is just surrounding the tic-tac-toe offense from Michigan Tech.
Face off on the far right circle. Huskies fighting for it, they get it out. Stevenson rotates it to the far side. Shot is off to the left of the net. A good look, just not quite the angle. The passing still there in the offensive zone. Working around, trying to get one. Another good save. Dominic Wassick getting large at the net, protects it, and now the Huskies have to get back and recover the puck.
Will Starring, the defender for the Falcons there, had no idea where the puck was.
The Huskies on defense, pushed around on the far left side. Gets it away. The Falcons had a failed opportunity there. Now the Huskies want to capitalize on the mismatch. Good takeaway. Huskies able to recover on the far side. Shot off to the right. Stevenson fighting behind the net, not giving up quite yet. Falcons will push it out. Chris Heaton working it up through the middle, past center ice, and he sends that one over onto the far corner. Falcons still have it. They'll have a chance to set up their offensive passing. Worked around, off to the left, right in front of the net, and another good save. This time, the Huskies getting a chance of what it's like. Owen Bordaskevich, the 6'2 junior. He's been a little...
Anthony Yu trying to get the tip there. 5-hole didn't work out.
So he's seen a lot of action so far in the first 7.5 minutes or so, Jack. He's able to stop it there. But to have those 3 goals scored against him early, what does that kind of do to his mentality? Is that something that he might get in his head about a little bit?
I mean, honestly, if I'm Michigan Tech, I'm looking at one of your backups. I mean, obviously you have 2 options, Connor Clapton and Zane Spaniel. You have options on the bench, and as for Wassick, you just got to think, just don't get pulled at this point. I mean, obviously you need some momentum from your offense. It does get in your head. You need to reset and focus. But for Air Force, you need your defense to calm down the far passing. You need your defense to calm down the rebounds. And more importantly for Wassick, he's let those rebounds get in dangerous possessions. I mean, 2 of the 3 goals for Air Force have been on sloppy cleanups that Wassick just wasn't able to control. So you just got to focus on maintaining the puck, getting it out behind the net and into the triangle. And if that doesn't happen quickly and you don't see momentum from the Huskies offense, then we might see a change in the net soon.
When we come back, face-off will be over on the far left circle. Falcons trying to keep it down in the offensive zone. And they've already made it an extremely tough challenge for the Huskies to get back into it. 3 goals in period number 1. 12:25 left on the clock.
Still not even halfway through the first period. Still a lot of time to turn this game around, which is why you kind of need to consider a change in net if things start to continue south.
Huskies able to get it out, hit to center ice. Falcons there, take it away. On the far side, puck gets loose. It's a race for it onto the far left corner. Tyler Miller gets there and works it around. Huskies still in the danger zone on that far wing. Now back behind the net. Falcons scooting up, getting prepared for their offensive passing zones. A shot on net from far back at the blue line. That one gets blocked and worked behind.
We're going to get another delayed penalty. The Falcons will go back on the power play.
Falcons still with attempts, so the penalty not coming quite yet. Pushed in. Still in the far corner, working. A lot of contact, and now we'll finally get it. And so, Jack, these penalties, they're really damaging the Huskies' chances right now.
I mean, right there on the delayed call, Wasik anticipating a tip on the puck. And we will get a high-sticking minor penalty. That will go against Tyler Miller. He has some chirps for the refs. He needs to say his bit. Obviously, Michigan Tech right now very frustrated. But Wasik anticipating a tip on the puck that just didn't come his way. Almost let up a 4th goal on a misunderstanding between he and his defender. Luckily for the Huskies, that didn't happen. But Air Force still back on the power play after the low high stick.
Shot and another score. The Falcons go up 4-0, and it's just like that. It's so quick, you almost don't even notice how fast it's happening. A good score.
And that was, I believe, Nick Savajic will get the official goal. That one might have been tipped, but it's a far side one-timer. Air Force hasn't really gone for a lot of those. It's a very get the puck to the net mentality, very low ice approach, but not even 10 seconds into the power play, we get a one-timer from the same circle we got the face-off. That one a little low to the red line. He was able to find the angle, and it's 4-0 Air Force, not even halfway through this first period.
Huskies playing defense on the face-off. Fight at the center line as the Falcons try and maintain control. The Huskies going to have to play a little bit more aggressive. Down 4, 9 minutes in. Right in front of the net. They work it out. Shot to the right.
Second time this game that Elias Jansen has been used for a goaltender screen. First one coming on the Huskies' first power play.
The Huskies will get it back as they work it across center ice. Falcons winning position. Pushed away from Oliver Genest. Now the Huskies over on the far side. Cross it, and they lose control. Falcons will have it again. Will Starring hits it up the rink, and now the Falcons back in the attack. And for the Huskies, I mean, that's the worst possible place for the puck right now. Stevenson in front of the net, near side, tries to pass it out. That one bouncing around. Puck on the loose as it hits high. And so, Jack, on that play there with Stevenson, is that the pass that he should be making, or should he be trying to take a shot on goal?
I mean, what shocked me most about that possession is that it even happened in the first place. Air Force, right before the tip in the neutral zone, had a stretch pass up the ice. Michigan Tech with, quite frankly, a terrible line change in the neutral zone. You have the puck near side neutral zone face-off dot, and you're going to make a low dump and chase line change, but no one ended up chasing. Miscommunication there from the Michigan Tech forwards. They're lucky to have gotten the puck back.
Puck on the on the far right side. Falcons get it away. No skaters down there to maintain control. Huskies have it first.
And if you want to know the story of the game, up until the possession that led to that face-off, Air Force had more goals than Michigan Tech had shots.
It's been a struggle as the Huskies get right in front of the goal. Push to the far side, and the Falcons just clear it before the Huskies get it back at the blue line. Now from the near face-off circle, a miss, hit near, and the puck gets whacked. Doesn't really go anywhere as it goes back into the defensive zone. The Huskies clearing it well. The Falcons are back, ready for defense. That one gets flicked way in front. And nobody down there to have an honest chance at it. Luca Fasciano was the closest skater for the Huskies, and now here we go, a one-on-one opportunity right in front of the net, trying to get it in, and it goes.
We got a scrum in front of the net now. Wazik was in the middle of that one.
Carson Burney was the Husky skater who got the puck right in front of the net and then off to the side right before the scram started. So 9:23 left in period number 1. The Falcons up by 4.
And Burney, Calgary in the WHL, had a great opportunity there. Wanted fake forehand, went to the backhand, tried to take it 5-hole, but Wazik not having any of that.
And for the Huskies, this is a time where it is crucial to score and get something on the board.
Puck drop now. Far side, right circle. Little dump and chase from Michigan Tech, now behind the triangle. It'll roll near side. Air Force trying to recover, taken back out to the blue line. It's walked along, tried to get a tip shot, won't go. Puck now far side. That one was to Jack Anderson, who will ring it around. And Air Force trying to recover, going board to board, looking for anything. Air Force defenders need a change. Back now into the triangle. They'll finally clear it out to the neutral zone with a rush opportunity, but Michigan Tech with a quick recover. Air Force defenders still haven't changed. They'll recover the puck in their defensive zone, give both teams an opportunity to skate back. Now it's up near side. Another dump and chase for the Falcons. Result far side possession, Michigan Tech. Air Force making a deep change there. Puck is unable to get cleared, and we will have an offsides. That was Hayden Nickel trying to save it for the Falcons. Grabbed it high just out of the blue line.
Hayden Nickel, the 6'2 freshman out of Brentwood, Tennessee, for the Falcons. He's made a pretty strong impact for the Falcons so far this season.
Faceoff will now be in the neutral zone near side for the Falcons. Michigan Tech will take possession. Trying to set up a 2-3 offense, which quite frankly you need right now, down by 4 in the first period. Air Force recovering in their defensive zone. Far side, skating it back, little deke there from Janesine. And now Air Force will try to draw it in, but a quick recovery by the Huskies. Puck is now behind the triangle in the Michigan Tech defensive zone. 8:03 remaining. Air Force up 4-0, 8 shots, 6 for the Huskies. As Michigan Tech continuing with the 2-3 offense, we might have a penalty here. It looks like we will get a call. We'll see what this is. Might be an icing. Puck beyond the red line. That one looked like that it was more toward the blue. Obviously, those in stripes didn't see it that way, so Michigan Tech with another defensive zone faceoff for Air Force. Hayden Nickel taking the draw. He'll get thrown out on an early attempt, and it will be Oliver Gens, the right wing, stepping in. Janentz from Stanford Maine.
And they're going to switch back.
Yeah, and now Nickel coming back in after another clear. Had a couple chirps for those in stripes. Michigan Tech now looking for a one-on-one opportunity, skating it back into their zone. Oh, 2-on-1, quick passing shot, save, rebound, cleared out by Air Force. That one, the 2-1 one-timer opportunity coming off the stick of Joe Proutry, the defenseman for the Huskies. They almost had their first there. That one might result in a boarding call or an icing. Both will get waved off. And it looks like we will have a boarding call against Michigan Tech. We'll wait for the official announcement. That one, Air Force trying to get a dump in. And we'll see who's going to the box. Minor penalty for boarding. We'll see if that gets reviewed. It was Calm Parker, right defenseman, the freshman. Another freshman taking a penalty early on in this one. Didn't allow Air Force to clear the puck, went with the boarding on their skater. 7:22 remaining, and Air Force is back to the power play. Michigan Tech for an early clear. They're looking to score here. They're not looking for the dumps and clock wind downs. Michigan Tech very tight defense on that far side. Air Force will ring it around. Now near side corner. Michigan Tech defenders swarm onto a 3-on-1. A lot of Air Force players stayed wide, trying to get open for the passing, but the Huskies just not allowing them to do so. Puck now far side, skated out by Michigan Tech and cleared. That will waste time and give all 4 Michigan Tech skaters well-needed bench time. We'll see if they continue that swarm attack now with their second PK unit on. Air Force looking for a 4-sweep forward attack. Puck will drift behind the net far side, scramble in the far corner, cleared by Michigan Tech. Couldn't quite get it out. Air Force will recover, now far side circle. Skating in, back up to the blue line, skated back into the far side circle, looking to go behind the net, cross ice pass to the blue line, walked center and intercepted, and it will be cleared.
You'll take what you can get. And for Michigan Tech, I mean, just not, the bar is so low. Just not letting the Falcons score is good enough for them right now, especially in the penalty kill.
40 seconds remaining on the PK. Puck is dumped in by the Falcons, quickly cleared out along the boards by Michigan Tech. That will leave only about 25 seconds for Air Force to make one more rush. The Falcons looking for a break opportunity here. Puck far side, deked in, no go. That one was intercepted by Mason McCormick for the Falcons. He couldn't get an open skating lane. 8 seconds to go on the power play for the Falcons. They'll hold back in their offensive zone. Now will push up one more time. 5 seconds with a dump and chase, run around the boards. Air Force will recover. Both teams now on even strength. Puck now behind the net. Michigan Tech slowly trying to recover. And they'll bring the puck back up near side. No real set possession opportunities there from these teams in the last 20 seconds as the puck's now far side, run along the boards. Air Force will recover in their D zone.
Michigan Tech just cannot get an attack going. They had one good possession of a lot of passes, but even on that, there weren't lanes to really shoot. It's been defense the whole first period.
Neither team really able to set up an offensive zone possession. Puck now near corner. Air Force, they'll have an opportunity here. Quick passing up to the blue line near side. Went in. Tip attempt by 2 different Air Force skaters. Both of those would have been high sticks. That passing attempt way too high from Chris Hayden. Air Force will ring along the boards. They still have possession. First true offensive possession we've had in about 2 minutes in this game. 4:15 remaining in the first frame. Puck will now be scrambled for in the far side corner. 2 players for each team battling. Refs not threatening to clear it up as it will move back behind the triangle. Air Force will recover. Michigan Tech in need of a clear. Puck now near side in front of the net. Tip drill, and it will go in! The biscuit in the basket from Air Force for the 5th time this period. Coming off of a tip drill from red line into the crease. And it is 5-0 Air Force with 3:54 to go in the first frame.
Hey, Jack, I'll be the first to say we talked about Air Force needing to knock off rust. Well, if anything, Michigan Tech looks like the team that has not played in nearly a month. This has been a Falcons team that's been aggressive from the get-go, and they've remained poised all throughout the first period. This is total domination, a 5-0 lead, still 3:54 to go. This team's legit.
Sam Stintz, the right wing, with his 3rd point of the game on that goal. Air Force, after the far board recovering, able to ring it around, get it near side red line, right to the crease for Stintz. Beautiful passing, slow recovery, but a well-earned recovery from the Falcons.
We talk also about the fact that there's a second game for both of these teams tomorrow. You're up by 5-0. I mean, maybe you do start to take it a little bit easier and save some of that stamina, because that's a pretty incredible lead to have with time still in period number 1.
Ryan Manzella, the backup for Michigan Tech, has entered their crease. Air Force 5 goals on 9 shots, and like you said, Jaden, as Air Force will be behind the triangle, slowly trying to set up a possession, kill some time with 3 minutes to go. The big thing for the winner of this game, whoever takes it, you want Arizona State to win tonight for the later game. Alaska Fairbanks, they'll be playing the early game. You don't want that to be your gold medal matchup, as that one Clean back check there from Michigan Tech in the neutral zone. Oh, and are we gonna get a call from that? We're gonna get a call from that. That one, Carson Burney, once again, he went with a cross check to the back. Looked like Air Force had the puck. Stripes will disagree. Strong back check, getting the Falcons to the ice, and Air Force will go back on the power play when we return. 5-0 Falcons, 2:42 remaining in the first period.
From watching Friday Night Lights Camera Action, Blaze Radio's one and only sports movie talk show is back. And are you gonna watch it?
Not only will I do it for you, yes, I'll do it for you.
We will watch anything and everything. From the weird movies.
He's right. Ain't no rules said the dog can't play basketball.
To the classics.
Hey, is this heaven? No, it's Iowa.
Tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. Arizona time to listen to Ethan Neal and Parker Perrell talk about the movie of the week.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
It's a calm, rainy day. You're stuck inside the house with nothing to do.
It's that tune in to Blaze Radio,
where you can listen to songs like this, as well as this. And of course, we couldn't forget. So turn up the volume and tune into Hot FM.
We are now back. Air Force going to yet another power play, entering the game for Michigan Tech. Ryan Manziel. Jaden, what can you say about this kid?
Well, he's the backup goaltender for the Huskies, and he hasn't seen the ice so far this season. He's only a sophomore, 6 feet tall, and this is going to be a big opportunity for him because your number one guy who's been so dialed in all season can't do the job. And look, I mean, they've got their heads spinning. Air Force has just been able to pass the puck so well, and they're moving it so quickly that I think this will be a big opportunity for him to show if he really has what it takes to guard the crease.
Puck drop far side. Air Force now near side circle. Lots of wide set opportunities. Michigan Tech in zone coverage right now. Puck taken to the net, and it will get deflected early on and put out of play. Air Force so far in this game, this is their 5th power play opportunity. They're 2 for 4. They've struggled so far, only going 15% this season. Not the case for them tonight.
No, absolutely not. Today it's just been phenomenal. I mean, it really is like the 1 month break has started a whole new era for this team. They're playing at an extremely competitive level right now.
Puck is back down. Minute 39 remaining on the Air Force power play. Michigan Tech will recover, and they're going to try to score. They're not looking to waste clock. Puck skated in all the way through the end of the neutral zone and into the far side corner, and we're going to get a penalty there. Well deserved.
Yeah.
In the far side corner, Cunningham for Air Force, just wrapping around the Huskies' offensive attacker, bringing them down to the ice. It will be a holding, not a boarding. They won't review it for the major. We'll stick to the 2-minute minor. 4-on-4 for a minute 27, followed by then a power play.
I mean, for Michigan Tech, this is it right now. Get something, a little bit of a positive note before period number 2. They'll take 4-on-4 until the power play, but this is your chance, these next 2 minutes.
And it's just a reality that 4-on-4, this isn't what you want if you're Michigan Tech already with your head spinning, as they do get the early possession. Far side corner, puck now taken back into the triangle behind the net. Air Force will recover. Slow to skate up, puck still in the triangle. Air Force will finally clear it out of their defensive zone. They'll look for a stretch pass, won't go. Michigan Tech right there now near side. Puck taken back into the triangle. Skated around. 51 seconds remain on 4-on-4 hockey. Michigan Tech Losum skating in. Not going to go. That one there. Carson Latimer skating in, was able to hold possession despite a swarm of Air Force Falcons defenders. Air Force looking to recover behind the net. They do. Brought along the near boards. Both teams playing pretty slow in this 4-on-4. Not any early opportunities, as Air Force will skate to a 2-on-3, getting through, but the puck will go just too far. That was Brendan Gibbons for the Falcons, got through the rush attack, lost control of the puck.
Yeah, we're honestly not going to take that for advantage either. The good save from Manzella. There's been troubles in the net, so even a routine save like that is a positive. I mean, you got to take what you get, and so with the power play coming up in 18 seconds, you have like 40 seconds to go.
Puck is dropped far side circle in the Michigan Tech defending zone. They'll keep it in the corner, ring it around the boards behind the net and into the triangle. Michigan Tech trying to kill off this 4-on-4 time, and Air Force is going to let them do it, knowing that they have a PK in 5 seconds. And as the in-arena host says, 1 minute remaining in the first period. Air Force 30 seconds on the penalty kill. We'll see if they can hold the shutout here. Michigan Tech, neutral zone, skating in far side. Puck now at the blue line. Will walk across. Air Force with a quick recovery. We're going to have a one-on-one on the PK. Skating back. Right side, no good. Fanned on the shot from the Falcons. 22 seconds remain in the first frame. Michigan Tech recovering behind the net, looking for just anything to leave with momentum before this period ends.
Just a couple
10
of bad
seconds
passes.
remaining. You have one more stretch pass opportunity. Puck will run along the boards by Michigan Tech. They'll struggle to get it into the offensive zone, and we will go into the first intermission with a 5-0 Falcons lead. Absolutely pure domination on both sides of the puck. Michigan Tech with their backup already in the crease. Jaden, what do you have to say about this first period?
Well, this was not what either team expected, I don't think. Both of them had pretty even records, but the Falcons just came out with an intensity that the Huskies couldn't match, and it's just such great passing. One of the things I really wanted to point out was the penalty kill for the Huskies. They've only allowed 1 goal so far this season in the PK. Well, I mean, this game, it's been completely different, and it's been nonstop. It doesn't feel like the Huskies can get consistent possessions on offense. Not that the Falcons are, but when the Falcons have the puck, at least it feels like they're getting scoring attempts. The Huskies just pass around if they get it, and then from there, there's no opportunities for conversion into goals.
Air Force 2 for 5 on the power play in this game. 15% only going into this matchup. Michigan Tech, like we said, already a backup increase. Story of the game, Air Force 4 goals back before the Huskies had 4 shots, and that stayed true for pretty much the rest of the period. We'll be right back on Blaze Radio. Stay tuned. First intermission promo ads coming at you, but stick around for second period of Desert Hockey Classic action.
Here we go, guys and gals. And boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, drivers.
Race to BlazeRadioOnline.com every Thursday at noon for an hour of motorsports madness.
Join myself, Andrew Hazlett, and my co-host Ethan Ignatowski for the Loose Wheel Show. We'll tell you everything you need to know for the upcoming race week.
From news to predictions, we have you covered, so make sure to tune in.
If you're a tennis fan and want to take a little break from your day, I'm serving up a show for you. This is your host Pratham Valluri, bringing you Match Point, your weekly tennis content. I'll cover ongoing tournaments, go over the latest news, analyze players and matches, and replay the previous week's biggest moments. Be sure to tune into Match Point every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
Do you think you know it all?
That you're different from the rest?
Do you think your matcha hours have raised your performance levels to the best?
Then come join me, Caleb,
And me, Kaylee,
and listen to our show, Niche for Niche.
the show where we take the pop culture trend of every week
Make a playlist surrounding its aura
and play it out loud for you
every Friday
at 1 p.m.
on Blaze Radio.
All aboard the Northeast Corridor. I'm Preston Rabb.
And I'm AJ Gonzalez. Sit back and relax as we take you on a 30-minute adventure giving you all the updates from the Northeast.
From sports to politics to the biggest trends.
We got you.
Be sure to listen on BlazeRadioOnline.com. What days are we on, AJ?
Every Tuesday.
That's right. So listen in.
We'll know if you don't listen.
Don't miss out on the hottest growing show on Blaze.
Tune in every Tuesday night only on Blaze Radio for the Northeast Corridor.
7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Onions! Double order!
Want to stay wrapped up in the madness of March and the glory of Saturday all year round? Tune into Onions, a college sports show, Monday nights from 9 to 10 on Blaze Radio. Hosted by Luke Lundler and Christian Jarmark, Onions will look at the world of college sports with the players, the moments, and the storylines that you won't want to miss. Onions, 9 to 10 p.m. Monday nights on Blaze Radio.
Hi, I'm Liv. And I'm Maddie, and you're listening to Out of Tune on Blaze Radio. Join us on Wednesday at 3 until 3:30 to hear us talk about music and other random topics that entertain us. We also report on live music events and interview up-and-coming artists who perform locally. We would love to see you tune in. Tune in on Wednesdays. Tune in.
Hey, yo, turn my headphones up a little bit.
Do you want to stay updated on the world of soccer, or hear Arsenal fans tell you why we're winning the league? Then you need to tune in to Park the Bus on Blaze Radio. Go to blazeradioonline.com at 7:30 every Monday morning to hear Alex Swift and Bob Blue, alongside the occasional guest host, talk everything soccer.
The Psychology of Music. I am your host, Emily Thompson, and each episode I'll be bringing a guest with me where we'll discuss on this zestful radio show the deep connection between music and the human mind. Each episode we will select a song or two about how the different sounds, rhythms, and melodies influence our emotions and behaviors. Whether you're a music lover, musician, or simply just curious about the power of vibration and sound, tune in on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. to discuss how your favorite songs psychologically affect you.
Have you ever wondered why it seems like your team can just never figure out their fundamentals?
There's the big gaff that has plagued Zach Wilson.
Are you a sicko who wants to know how your team blew the lead this time?
End zone ahead! Touchdown Seattle!
Or maybe it just feels like you're watching the same game every week.
If this applies to you, then tune in to Roll the Tape
Every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Blaze Radio with Will Anderson, Avery Getchie, and Jack Kemp.
Because it just feels better when you know what you're watching the next time your team is losing.
My name is Taylor Gottney. Do you like college football? I know I do.
And I'm Treffin Rexius. Saturday mornings smell like fresh coffee and fresh cut grass. Stadiums fill, bands play, and a whole town's pause for kickoff.
It's not just football. It's family, tradition, and stories you'll tell for a lifetime. The moments that turn Saturdays into something sacred.
Join Treffin Rexius and Taylor Gottney every Friday, 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Because every Saturday has glory, and we're here to share it.
Because college football lives forever.
Tune in to Specific Sports on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Arizona time. Your host Jordan Pullet and co-host Noah Chavez discuss everything to do West Coast sports, whether it's the MLB playoffs, beginning of the NBA season, college sports, or even the biggest chunk of the NFL season. Tune in every single Wednesday to hear two West Coast natives discuss everything to do with West Coast sports in the fall on blazeradioonline.com.
Hello, and welcome to the Sports Engine. I'm your host, Ashton Sharon, and on the Sports Engine we talk all things from F1 and soccer to NFL and college basketball. So make sure to tune in every Friday from 3:30 to 4 p.m. and get all of your sports news, sports knowledge, and hear some raging takes from yours truly, Ashton Sharon.
It's time for the Beatdown on Blaze Radio. From 12:30 to 1 p.m. on Tuesday afternoons, Seth Golefsky, Willem Marietta, and Sam Goodman take a deep dive into the ever-changing landscape of the UFC. We're talking tactics, breaking down the biggest fights, and giving you the scoop for what's next in the Ultimate Fighting Championships. Whether you're a diehard fan or new to the fight game, we've got something for you, only on the Beatdown on Blaze Radio.
Do you know what the National Association of Black Journalists is?
No, I don't think so.
Well, do you know we have a podcast?
I think I might have heard of it.
Well, my name is Seymour Clark.
And I'm Takel Woods.
And we are your hosts of the Black Parent Podcast,
where we talk about college, community, and culture.
You can find us weekly on Spotify or live every Friday at 3 on blazeradioonline.com.
BlazeRadio.com. Make sure to tune in. Bye. Bye.
Hey Brooklyn, have you ever had a burning sports question?
No, Casey, because I listen to The Hot Seat, where they answer them all for me.
What's the hot seat?
You'll just have to listen to find out.
When can I listen?
Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
From two former athletes bringing you all the drama.
You won't want to miss these hot takes.
Everyone's favorite duo is back on the radio.
And for the third semester, they're better than ever.
So we'll see you in the hot seat.
For centuries, us Homo sapiens have been trying to answer the age-old question, what to do on Sunday mornings, and what would be the best companion to NFL football in the fall. Until now, returning to Blaze Radio at 10 a.m. every Sunday, hosted by Jack Footer, aka Jay Fu, it's the Jay Fu Show! An hour of action-packed music that'll make you say, Sundays have never been so exciting. So tune into the Jay Fu Show Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Blaze Radio, BlazeRadioOnline.com.
If you love being in the know for sports, the Scouting Session is the place for you.
We pull back the athletic curtain, giving you a look into the stars of tomorrow.
From the icy rinks in Canada
to the racetracks across the West Coast
and inside your favorite dugouts, we highlight young athletes from around the globe.
Plus, we bring them on the show for more in-depth conversations.
You won't want to miss it.
Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
If you like National League Baseball, then tune into the Senior Circuit, Sundays, 7 to 8 p.m. Arizona time on Blaze Radio.
Shohei Ohtani's just not going to be that good of a pitcher.
Ryan Nelson has all-star potential.
My hot take for the National League is that the Pirates will finish at the top of the National League Central and claim a spot in this year's playoffs.
When I say kettle, you say hot. Kettle.
Hot.
Kettle.
Hot.
When I say every, you say Sunday. Every.
Sunday.
Every.
Sunday.
That's right, folks. Every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. on BlazeRadioOnline.com. Tune into the Kettle Hut with Nathan Kettle as the host with a special guest each and every week, talking all things sports, including their favorite sports teams, how their seasons are going, and what the future holds, along with a specialty draft of the guests choosing where they decide, and we have some fun every Sunday on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Adventurer, quickly, I don't have much time. I have a quest for you. You must travel to BlazeRadioOnline.com to listen to the stories on Traveler's Guide to Faerun. Find the dutiful guide, Anion Fack McDaniels, who can tell you all about the legendary lore of the world behind Dungeons & Dragons every single week. Remember, Adventurer, Traveler's Guide to Faerun, Monday nights at 7, only on Blaze Radio. Adventure awaits.
Do you like MMA or UFC? Well, come check out Unanimous Decision, the all-purpose MMA show where we interview professional fighters and debate past, current, and future events in the UFC. Tune in every Monday at 7:30 p.m. for the Unanimous Decision.
Forks Up Sun Devils, join me, Chris Town, as I scour the entirety of ASU to find the heroes who do it all. The unsung who brave the challenges to make our university at the top. Let's bring the spotlight to those who do the most and see how they do it all. Join me for the Unsung Heroes of ASU, live every Thursday at 3 p.m. only on Blaze Radio.
We just took our first lead of the game after being down by 7 runs. Close out the game, Wilkinshaw. Close out the game. You gotta be kidding me. Wilkinshaw, I hope you never get called up. I'm going to listen to Up on Deck so I can know what the heck is going on with this Aviators bullpen. I guess I advise everyone to listen to Up on Deck every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
You Throw Like a Girl is a sports talk show by girls for everyone. Join Ella Walter Sanchez Mondays at 11:30 a.m. on BlazeRadioOnline.com to hear new topics each week about women in sports and beyond. You Throw Like a Girl, Mondays at 11:30 a.m. on Blaze Radio.
This isn't just talk, it's football unleashed. Join AJ Gonzalez,
Sebastian Fryer,
and Trevor Cox as they break down the biggest hits, the boldest plays, and they have the takes that will shake the gridiron.
I still think the Ohio State Buckeyes are winning a national championship.
Think this Broncos team can make the wild card.
I think Emeka Egbuka can reach Amon-Ra St. Brown heights.
This is 3 for 60. It's every Tuesday from 3 to 4 o'clock with AJ Gonzalez, Sebastian Fryer, and Trevor Cox. Only on
the world famous Blaze Radio.
And we are back. Period 2, Game 1 of the Desert Hockey Classic between Air Force and Michigan Tech. 5-0 Falcons to start the second frame. Little tidbit, Air Force, the last time they had 4 or more goals in a single period was against Lindenwood, where they scored 4 in the second back in October 14th of 2022. Relentless low pressure by Air Force, all 5 goals coming beyond the face-off dot, and puck is dropped, and we are underway in the second frame. Michigan Tech remaining with their backup in net. It is Ryan Manzella, as Air Force looking to gain control in their offensive zone. Puck is near side along the board, brought back into the corner, now in the triangle. Michigan Tech is going to recover. Air Force recovering the clear attempt. Michigan Tech trying to take it back. They do, and the puck is finally now back into the neutral zone. Michigan Tech bringing it far side into the offensive zone. Quick shot sailed left. Air Force looking to recover. Puck is behind the net. Recovered by Michigan Tech in the triangle. Near side circle. Brought along between the blue line. Up to the blue line. One-time opportunity. And it is snagged. That one coming off the stick of Steven Sardanian for the Huskies, but snagged by Wasik.
I mean, that was a good attempt. That's the first time it felt like the Huskies were actually passing with a purpose. And if they can take shots like that, look, sometimes it's going to miss, but you're going to eventually get pucks to go into the back of the net.
The Huskies had a very far side attack, only 5 of their shots coming near side as they'll lose the draw there. Air Force will get the clear into the neutral zone, now into their offensive zone. Puck will be recovered, and Air Force will remain possession. Puck now far side, battle for it along the boards. Far side circle. Air Force is trying to slap it back in. Puck will ring along the boards behind the net. Now near side corner battle. No team able to set possession. Air Force gets the puck behind the net, looking for a one-timer, couldn't get it. That one, almost a dangerous opportunity for Air Force, couldn't get the pass off. Puck is now at the blue line, shot, couldn't get the tip. Puck now back in the slot.
Nick Sajevic putting in the moves down there on offense. Unfortunate that the Falcons couldn't complete the job because he was navigating traffic like nobody's business.
Sajevic looking for Sam Stitz, who was in the slot ready for the 1T opportunity. Would have been his 4th point if he got it, but we will get an icing and the puck will be dropped back in the Huskies defensive zone. The referees, Michigan Tech made a change on an icing call. Stripes needing to skate over to the bench, get their old skaters back on the ice. No breaks allowed for sending the puck in deep like that. Face off, far side circle. in the defensive end for the Huskies. Lines back, sorted out. And we are good to go. 18:25 remaining in this second period. Puck is dropped, recovered by Air Force. Far side blue line, taken across, slap shot, one-timer, no good. Puck battled for in the slot and recovered from side to side along the blue line into the one-timer. A little loose puck recovered by Ryan Manzella. That was almost a dangerous third rebound goal for the Falcons.
Well, he did his job. He got large, he got on the ground, and then he extended with that left hand to reach out and grab it. That's more of what they needed in the opening minutes, but if he can continue to do that, you put the pressure on your offense to get back in the game, and you stop worrying as much about the defense.
One-time opportunity was coming near side, so that's where we'll drop the puck in that circle. Air Force near side corner, bringing it along the boards. Miscommunication on the pass, couldn't get a flip up, and they'll need to skate all the way back in their defensive end. Huskies will recover a clearing attempt. Bobbled, and now Air Force has it down the far board line. Battle for it in the corner. It'll get into the triangle. 2-on-2 fight in the corner. The Huskies will skate out of it with possession. Air Force with a quick recovery along the blue line. Little stick battle into the neutral zone. Air Force dumps it back in. Puck in the corner, recovered. Air Force able to get the interception. Puck now in the triangle. Near side, then we will get a tripping call there on the goaltender. That one, Ryan Manzella taking down an Air Force offensive skater. They have 6 guys on the ice on a delayed call. The Falcons will skate all the way back in their defensive zone, and they won't be able to set up an opportunity with an extra man on.
It's just the costly things that Michigan Tech does to themselves to prevent them from fully getting a 100% effort on the rink to get back into it. I mean, it's just killer. They're hurting themselves. I mean, the Falcons, they don't have to do the work. It's like passive income. They're just letting the Huskies do it to themselves.
Mazzella tripped up Dawson. It'll be Michael Check, the freshman from Winnipeg, who will serve for the Huskies. Quick shot on the power play for Air Force. Quick recovery, no good. Double save with the pads by Manzella. Quite the recovery. Air Force with another dangerous attempt. Puck off the crossbar and recovered. 3 incredible scoring chances. 15 seconds into this power play. 1 of them going off the crossbar. 2 of them going off of the pads of Manzella. And he manages to keep it out and keep it a 5-0 game.
He was in the right spot because I don't know how dialed in he wasn't actually positioning himself to block that, but his legs and knees were in the right spot, right off the pads. But he's going to have to do it again right here after this faceoff. The Falcons hungry on offense.
Puck off the crossbar onto his back. He stayed low, stayed flat, making sure it didn't trickle back over the red line. Minute 45 remaining on the power play. Air Force will get thrown off. Sajovic will not be able to take the draw anymore. Michigan Tech needs this clear. They're not going to quite get it. Air Force recovering, winning the draw near side. Puck brought along behind the net. Michigan Tech will get possession, unable to clear, and that one gets through the legs of Nolan Cunningham and will go all the way back down into the Air Force defensive zone. Air Force skating back up ice into the neutral zone, still on the 5-on-4 man advantage from the tripping call. Air Force unable to get in the offensive zone. They're trying to set up a pretty even attack, 3-on-2. Puck long around the boards. Battle for it now near side along the wall in front of the face-off circle. Air Force will recover. They have a blue line opportunity. Walking the line, skated center and shot. Tipped there by Cunningham. He couldn't get it to go. Now 50 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Michigan Tech is going to get a full new fresh line of 4 skaters on the ice. Air Force in a 2-1-2. Switches up to the 3-2 drawn. Tripped up by the ref there. That was 13. Mason McCormick got tripped up by the ref on a passing opportunity. Lost the puck. Michigan Tech recovers, brings it all the way back down in. Now only 20 seconds remaining on this Air Force power play. They're 2 for 5 on the night so far. Not really a lot of set chances as we've been seeing, huh?
No, it's been pretty slow. The Falcons.
Air Force wanted a call there, thrown down onto the ice. Air Force now back into the slot, goes far side, shot, save, rebound, not there. We'll get a little scruffle in the net for a little extra stick action in the crease, but the save is made. And both teams now back to even strength.
So 15 minutes, 13 seconds left in period number 2, and yet again, it's still the Falcons primarily with the shots on net. I mean, the Huskies are not really setting anything up in the offensive zone. They're playing with their back to the wall, and so far they've yet to answer.
Michigan Tech near side in their defensive zone, try to clear it out. They do, but the puck will end up in the bench. Deflected in the neutral zone, we won't have a penalty. Instead, we will just have an offensive zone faceoff for the Huskies. 15:01 remaining in this second period. 5-0 Air Force off of 16 shots for the Falcons, only 9 for the Huskies.
I mean, with the face-off here, this is an opportunity, but if you want to get back in, you got to start soon.
Draws one by the Huskies, but it will be deflected back out into the neutral zone. No one there for Michigan Tech. Drawn in far side. Air Force with the puck behind their own net. We might see an icing here, and we will. No passing lane in the neutral zone leads to an icing by Air Force, and they will have 4 not-so-tired skaters on the ice. Only about a 4-second shift thus far.
It's just going to capitalize on the opportunity. They're in the same face-off circle just a few seconds later, but can you do anything with the opportunity? The Falcons don't really care if you go down there and don't even get close to putting it in the net.
Michigan Tech will bring on Joe Prutry, their right defense alternate captain, along with Reed Anderson, a double line shift. Puck now near side for Air Force. They'll bring along their own net. Michigan Tech looking to intercept a pass. They do. Puck staying in the Tech offensive zone, eventually cleared out. Puck now far side, chased in by Air Force. They're not going to win that race. Near side drawn up. Air Force lost a stick, and now we're going to get a break chance for Air Force. It's a one-on-one into the slot from a neutral zone. Interception, save made, rebound not there. My, oh my, that was a dangerous opportunity off of a miscommunication. Nick Sajovic intercepting a line-to-line pass in the neutral zone. Had nothing but white in front of him to the goal, couldn't go 5-hole.
We got to give credit to Ryan Manzella because he's been holding it down a lot better than their starting goalie, Bartoszewicz, was. He's already got 8 saves so far today, and he certainly has been a much larger presence in the back of the net.
That one not only would have been the 6th goal for Air Force, but the 6th down low goal for the Falcons as well. Michigan Tech in their offensive zone now at the far blue line, looking for just a slow tip in. Nothing doing there. Back into the neutral zone, dumped in. Neither team will make a change. Stripes will say that puck went off the bench, and we will get a neutral zone face-off with 13:43 remaining in this frame. Both teams changing lines.
And for the Falcons, when you see these line changes, it doesn't really threaten you that much. You're not worried. Your head's on straight. And you have such a comfortable lead. It's just play cruise control defense from here for another.
And here comes another one-on-one opportunity for Air Force. Shot is far and high. Another tip opportunity down low. Not going to get it. Kalen Parker for Michigan Tech was all over. I believe that was Sajovic again, but Caleb slipping in the neutral zone, creating another one-on-one opportunity, and I apologize, that was not Sajovic. That was actually Brendan Gibbons with the one-on-one opportunity for Air Force after just a slip from the Michigan Tech in the neutral zone. Another great save by Manzella.
He needs help. The defense for the Huskies has to not let these one-on-one opportunities keep putting all the pressure on him. They're not giving him a lot of room to work with.
Manzella being like one of those nice t-shirts you don't want in the washer, just left out to dry outside on that one. Face-off will be near side circle in the Air Force offensive zone. Both teams making a line change after that dangerous one-on-one opportunity. Puck near side, recovered by the Falcons. Michigan Tech will get a quick pass interception. 1-on-2 for the Huskies. Shot is tipped and deflected up into the netting. 13-13 remaining in the second period. We'll see where the referees put the draw here. They're going to go near side circle in the Air Force defensive zone.
That was Ryan Matter with the swing, the sophomore. It's been a pretty quiet season for him so far. 3 games played and 0 points before this matchup.
Michigan Tech already 2 Desert Hockey Classic wins, and if they want to tack on a third to that trophy case, they are going to need quite a bit of help with just over halfway of this game remaining.
And Air Force has doubled the amount of shots Michigan Tech has taken. Air Force at 18, Michigan Tech at 9. And for Air Force, it's just a team that's playing better on both sides of the puck.
Michigan Tech had a lot of far side shots and taxed this opportunity. Only in the first period, 4 of their shots not coming far side. They've switched it up, gone inside more. How do you think that's helped them?
Well, I think it's certainly helped to keep the momentum going somewhat. I just don't know if it's enough for the Huskies right now. The Falcons don't have to do a whole lot to defend them, and so for the Huskies, it's just been like, hey, we're gonna throw everything and see what sticks. You make big switches. You put in a new goalie for the first time this whole season, and he's done a heck of a job so far. But you mentioned it with the T-shirt example, and he's left out to dry. He's not getting the help he needs. The Huskies need to get more help. Their defenders need to be back, and their forwards need to be actually trying to score more. I really like that attempt from Ryder Matter where he was at least getting down and trying to put the puck in the back of the net. They need to do more of that.
Tonight, Alaska Anchorage taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils on the Sun Devils home ice at 7 p.m. Anchorage already slotted in for the early game, same time tomorrow. Arizona State, the host, they'll have the 7 p.m. game. Winner of that matchup will face the winner of this for the Desert Hockey Classic Championship. And we've said it earlier, if you're the winner of this game, you won Arizona State to beat that Alaska Anchorage. Obviously ASU an NCHC team, but just getting those extra hours of rest, needing to worry about that 7 p.m. puck drop, just so much better. As now with the ice cleared, we will have another draw. 12:32 remaining in the second period. 5-0 Air Force Falcons over the Michigan Tech Huskies. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone near side circle facing the Air Force defensive end. Puck is down, brought up right side. Air Force will recover, run along the boards into the triangle. The Huskies will pursue it. They're not going to get it cleared out by the Falcons. Dangerous cross-ice pass there from the Huskies. Falcons, luckily for them, weren't able to recover. Now the Huskies will bring it back up into the neutral zone. They have a 3-on-2 opportunity, leading to a 1-on-1 pass deflected, save made. A dangerous opportunity. Swindled by a poor pass.
I mean, how much can you call that a pass or even a shot? It just found its way. The puck just started moving. I mean, there wasn't purpose or intention behind that play whatsoever.
No one able to recover from the Huskies. As they now regain the puck in their neutral zone, will now need to go into their offensive zone without possession. Air Force back behind the net, looking to make something happen near side. Run along the boards, not going anywhere. Little collision between two Falcons, center ice. Manzella will get the puck in the triangle, throw a stick that was a loose stick that was in his crease. That was his stick, actually. Manzella without his stick, and now Air Force will have a quick shot in the slot. Save made. Puck loose. Sent out by Michigan Tech. Air Force still with the puck in their offensive zone. Manzella is using a skater stick right now. One of their defenders handed him a stick. He's using it with the wrong hand. Air Force still with an offensive possession. One-time glove side, no good. Sails high. Air Force keeping it in their own end. Far side with the boards. Manzella still no goalie. Stick shot again. Save made. Rebound. Loose and right. Puck behind the net. Manzella using a right-handed player stick. The Huskies will finally get it out of their offensive end. Manzella needs to skate behind his net, get his stick. He's not able to. Air Force with a quick recovery. Puck now near side. Air Force looking to attack again. Manzella's stick is behind the net. He has a skater stick that is on the wrong hand right now. Michigan Tech looking to just set up any offensive possession as Air Force will change skaters. Michigan Tech now will bring it into their offensive zone. Try to set possession. Manzella is not going back for his stick at this moment. Puck now near side for the Huskies. Brought along the boards. Back behind the red line. Skated around town far side. Air Force will get the tip. Bring the puck back up neutral zone. Now a 1-on-2 for the Falcons won't go. Michigan Tech now with a stretch pass. Just went wide. Won't lead to a 1-on-1 opportunity. Near side circle. Back behind the net. The Huskies with a scoring chance out in front. Will get cleared out. Save. Rebound. No good. 2 consecutive shots. One in the slot. One from the high far circle. Nothing doing. Manzella still without a proper goalie stick. It might be broken behind the net if he hasn't gotten out to go get it at this point. Puck now far side for the Huskies. They'll skate it in. Far side corner. Back to the blue line. Tape to tape. Near side doesn't go. Save made out in front. Puck still far side. Run along the boards near. Back out to the blue line. Tossed in, won't go. The puck will get deflected out to the net, and Manzella is skating to the bench to get a replacement. How on earth did Air Force not take advantage of that one?
That was pandemonium. He was scrambling, the 2 hands out in front like he was shadow boxing, just trying to be preventative for anything. And I mean, his team did a good job communicating and getting them one of their sticks, the heads-up play, the communication, and we almost saw the same thing down with Air Force. It was just moving around the net so much, and it felt like the Huskies could finally have a chance in the offensive zone. Well, now we're getting a face-off on the near left circle, and it didn't happen. So just like the Falcons, the Huskies unable to make a goal out of the offensive chaos.
One of the 4 Zebras skating the broken goalie stick back to the Huskies bench. Manzella finally with a proper twig. Puck now in the neutral zone, handled by the Falcons. Skating into a 2-on-1 opportunity. They'll get a quick shot off, won't go. Probably had time for one more pass in, make it happen. Air Force will recover their own rebound. Now near side circle, save made. Manzella into his chest. 8:30 remaining, 5-0 Air Force. That was their 21st shot. One more shot, and once again, for the second time this game, they will have doubled the Huskies total.
It's got to be a hard life out there for Ryan Manzella. First game of the season, and it is non-stop. He's getting his money's worth out there on the rink today because he has to put in an incredible amount of effort right now to prevent all these shots. There he gets another one.
That one, blocker save. Puck now far side, 2-on-2 battle in the Air Force offensive zone. Skated around town. We're going to get a holding call there. Kalen Parker was hung up. Manzella doesn't even have enough time to get to the bench. And the Huskies going to a much-needed power play. We'll see if it's a hold or a hook.
Will be a hold call against Cole Christian for the Falcons. Christian, one of the good forwards. He's a freshman from Duluth, 5'9". Comes out of junior hockey. And so now a power play opportunity for the Huskies. And Jack, you just said it. I mean, this is an opportunity that they really need.
Puck now far side circle, brought back up to the blue line. Air Force electing to go no right defenseman. Far side circle, a lot of passing, no shooting. Finally a shot sails left. Recovery behind the boards from the Huskies won't go. Puck run along the near boards. Back now near circle, down low. Back up top, center blue line. One opportunity, far side, right side, and a one-timer left circle won't go. Air Force getting a clear 35 seconds into the power play. Manzella will recover, and the Huskies will take time to set it up. Need to get two more changes out there. And the Huskies now have a full fresh line, as do the Falcons. Skated back up. They're going to go with a 1-3-1 opportunity. It'll go behind the net, run up along far boards. The Huskies looking for any passing lane as the puck is deflected up into the Michigan Tech bench. 59 seconds remaining on this power play for the Huskies. They had that one good opportunity, lots of solid passing, just looking for a one-timer. They got 2 attempts, both sailing, one left, one right, and now we'll get a face-off in the Air Force defensive end, far side circle. 59 seconds remain on the holding call. Early drop that goes in Air Force's advantage. Puck now near side, cleared out. Michigan Tech will recover. Brought along behind the bench, neither team electing to make any line changes. Going now with a 3-2 offensive push, changing up the strategy on the same line. Air Force reads that quick, able to recover. Blue line to blue line. Michigan Tech has the puck now in their offensive zone. Battle along for it, 2 on tier near boards. Michigan Tech is able to rebound, forehand, backhand. Skated just too far left. Back out to the blue line. One-time opportunity for Michigan Tech. Won't take it. Near side shot. One-timer on the recovery. Block shot. Recovery couldn't go. Now up center blue line. Far side circle. Back to high slot. Couldn't get it. Relentless speed shots from Michigan Tech. None going there. 10 seconds remaining.
And number 14, Max Koskapirti, had a good look. And it's kind of been the story of the game for the Huskies is when they do get a chance on offense, if they get a good look, it's just not enough. Their good looks are simply not good enough to get the puck into the back of the net.
And it's not just the passing along the blue line, it's the movement as well. A lot of walking to the center has been able to set up these tip and rebound opportunities for the Huskies, just none going for them. Dominic Wasik standing tall in the Falcons' crease. 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Both teams now at even strength. A high one-timer from the Huskies. Blue line blocked out in front. Puck will now trickle to the back of the net. Recovered by Michigan Tech. Now far side point. Puck tipped and deflected into the netting.
I also got to make note of the fact that this has been a dead silent second period. 0 goals. Air Force got all 5 of theirs back in period number 1. So Michigan Tech has improved, certainly, but those opening minutes where it just felt like the net was wide open and the Falcons could put in anything they wanted, that has just compounded on itself. And such a strong start, and the Huskies haven't been able to do anything to really counter that. They've just been able to stop it. It's a tough position to be in, where the offense can't get anything going. Mentally, you're down on yourself from early. It'll be interesting to see how they handle the next 25 minutes or so, because what do you try and end this game on with? You were coming off of a tough loss against the number 3 team in the country against Michigan State, and that loss wasn't as bad as this. That was a 1-4 loss. Well, you're down 5-0 to a team with a pretty similar schedule. Some games are flukes, and we talked about, you mentioned, how the playoffs can look at a classic like this, and they do value it strongly. But for this to be a non-conference opponent and to have this happen on game 1 of a tournament, do you jump to conclusions? I don't know. I think that this game could just be a fluke game for the Huskies, where they started off terrible and it just wasn't on their side ever since.
I mean, even then in the second period, still 0-0. Just looking ahead for Michigan Tech, not only do you need to finish out this Classic tomorrow, you got number 15 Minnesota State coming up on the schedule. And that is still in the month of January. Air Force had a long break. Michigan Tech did and does not. Ice has been cleared. 5:42 remaining in the second frame.
So we'll resume play from the face-off circle. Over on the near left side, Huskies in the offensive zone. We'll redo the drop. This time in the circle for the Huskies is Carson Burney. Burney trying to come up with it, sent over to the boards on the near corner. Huskies trying to work it around. Puck remains that way, then it goes back towards the far side. Falcons have the puck. They try and launch it. Good takeaway made. And now the Huskies will push on the far side as we get a whistle.
That one in the neutral zone. Puck deflected back out in the bench. We'll likely get a neutral zone draw, and we will far side.
So neutral zone on the far side, on the left portion of the rink. 5:27 left in period number 2. Puck is dropped. Falcons able to get it. Huskies swiftly take it away. Good defense from Joe Prouty. Right in front of the net, tried to slide it off to the right side, and a near miss from Stevenson. He's been a little bit quiet this game, but he's still that best leader on the team, and the amount of assists he provides has been the key to a successful offense in games where they have succeeded. Shot on net, and a good save. Manzella wasn't so sure he had it. He had to do the double take.
Late reaction there from him going out to that right pad. Needed to look down, almost looked behind him.
If anything, that just shows the mental state that the Huskies are in. They're double guessing everything. They're not sure. They feel like they're a little bit out of it. And, you know, sometimes what you need to get out of that is a game reset. And we might not see them return to that higher level until their next match tomorrow. Huskies now break it out following it, and they work it up on the far side into the offensive zone. That one works its way around. So it'll work its way back over to the Falcons' offensive zone. Face off on the near right circle. Sent back to the boards, right outside the triangle on the near side. Back out right in front of the blue. Falcons get a stick on it. Can't maintain control, and Noah Reinhardt will push it up the left side. He loses control. Falcons have it on the far. On the right side, back to the left. Cross-ice pass in front of the net. Now taken behind. And not a solid look there as the Falcons lose control. Huskies have it. A solid pass made to Elias Jansen as they push it up the right side. Huskies lose control. They regain it at center ice along the near. Pushing it on the left. Big hit. No foul called. Behind the net. Shot on net off to the left side. Matthew Van Blaricom was the skater with the attempt. And now the Falcons try and clear it. Pushed back over into the defensive zone. Huskies, they look a little bit out of position, and they're just trying to manage. Falcons a little bit more set up, prepare the attack, and a bad pass sends the puck behind the net.
Manzella almost skated out to it, but he'll get the icing call. Almost wasn't aware of what was going on. It's going to go back into the Michigan Tech offensive zone. 3:50 remaining. 12-24 on the shots.
Michigan State was a tough loss just a few days ago. That was during the 59th annual Great Lakes Invitational, and now a classic here in Tempe. So it's been pretty nonstop for the Huskies, and you got to wonder if that's part of the slow performance has just been the repetitive, amount of games that they've had to play in such a short amount of time.
Oliver Jeunesse, he was chirping at the referee. He thought he got off the bench in time. He didn't. Needs to go back out on the ice because of the icing call.
Huskies win the faceoff. Stays back around the boards. Worked over to the far left side. Scrummed out over to the near, now worked across as we get another whistle.
That will, though, let Air Force make a much-needed change. Had two tired skaters that felt they got off on time before that icing. They didn't. And the puck will again be back in their defensive end, but in a less dangerous opportunity.
For Michigan Tech, their only Division I sports program is their ice hockey team, and a lot of pride for the school with, the support that they give to their team. And a game where you look at your number one team right now and they're down by 5, and it certainly a shocker for a lot of fans back in Michigan. Face off on the near side. Taken behind the net through the triangle. Falcons have it at the moment. Sent down rink. And we get another whistle.
I mean, nothing really going there. Still for Michigan Tech. You had that dangerous opportunity with double defensemen tired for Air Force. Couldn't take advantage of it. Now the draw back in the neutral zone with fresh skaters.
Puck drop. And sent back to the Falcons side. They'll send it ahead. Puck moving around. Skaters trying to get in position for Air Force. They take a shot off to the left side. Still around on the near right corner. Falcons not able to hold on. Huskies try and get it away, and a bad pass. Going to slow down the offense here. Reed Anderson couldn't quite maintain possession. Puck gets sent over to the far left side corner. And a battle at the boards along the bench. Puck gets sent out. A shot on goal.
That one tipped by Jansen.
Huskies still have it. Jack Anderson gets it out. That one to the left. Kick back in. And the Huskies get on board for the first time today. A big goal to just get something going for Elias Jansen.
And Jansen, I mentioned it in the first period, the misuse of him in that center position. You had a 6-foot center screening the goalie. That wasn't working out for Michigan Tech throughout the first. We even saw on the possession leading up to that, he was back low slot trying to get that tip. Finally skates out near side, going into the circle, out of the slot, and the puck finds him. That's what you got to do as the centerman of that size. He gets in the right position, he takes advantage of it, and finally the Huskies are on the board with 2:30 remaining in the second.
Score is 5-1. Falcons still up by 4. Elias Jansen tries to get it going for the Huskies. The 6-foot sophomore from Finland. As we get a stoppage on the rink.
Well, see, I believe the puck deflected out of the play. We're going to get a center ice puck drop. Not exactly sure what the stoppage is, but little reset.
Huskies have it on the near side. They launch it, and it'll rink its way around to the far left side. Shots a little off to the left from the blue line. Huskies trying to fight for it afterwards following the miss. Skating up into the far left corner. Huskies had it for a second, lost control. Now the Falcons on the push on the near right side, on the far right side, excuse me. Big push at the boards. And the Huskies, big defensive stop. Miscommunication, a pass to clear it away, goes back behind the net, and now the Falcons return. The intended Husky was Jack Anderson and not on the same page.
Michigan Tech now with their most consecutive shots on goal that we've seen from them all game.
Puck right in front of the net. Falcons trying to hit it. No movement. Puck still moving around. Mendoza doesn't have a hand on it. The Falcons have it on the far right side.
That first offensive pairing, Anderson and Fasasio, just miscommunication on who's going to handle that in the slot.
Skating in front. Falcons spinning attack. In position, Manzella, able to prevent the goal, but the Falcons still have it. Working around the corner. Goes back towards the blue line on the far. Huskies trying to push in transition. Carson Latimer takes it back around the net. He still has it on the far corner, just able to sneak it out in time. Now push back the other way. Stevenson following close behind. The Falcons trying to push it up on the near side. They launch that one. Goes behind the net. And Manzella will try and reset everything. Falcons playing far up on the attack. They don't want to make things easy for the Huskies right now. Even up by 4. 40 seconds left in period number 2. Goes across the court. Across the rink over to the far right side. Now over into the left corner, back behind the net. And it will do the same to the opposite side. So the Huskies get it down there a lot and just trying to work it around. They use the backboards.
3 straight shots so far from Air Force.
15 seconds left in period number 2. Still in the offensive zone for the Huskies over on the near left corner. 5 seconds now. Huskies trying to get one last shot off. They take one. Bounces off to the right, trying to whack it back in. And no, they will not get it.
What a pad save from Wasik with about 2 seconds remaining. Dangerous deflection behind the net. Leads to the puck, right side slot. Couldn't go. And hey, if you're Michigan Tech, you got something. At the end of the day, you are playing a game in this arena tomorrow. You have something to go into this intermission with.
Yeah, it's all about building, and Elias Janssen able to get it. And honestly, I think that you talk about the amount of shots on net and shots on goal. I mean, that's what they're doing. Not everyone's going to go in, but for the amount that they've had, I think it is a good sign because it wasn't how they played in period number 1. That was a much slower game now here in period number 2. They were a lot more aggressive on offense, and while still down by 5, they might not have enough fuel in the tank to make a full comeback, but those building blocks of small positive notes can definitely translate into their performance in tomorrow's game.
Michigan Tech in the first period, 13 of their 17 shots attempted were far side. Obviously nothing going for them there. They start to switch it up, start to get some more near side passing. We saw them walking the blue line center a little more, and what happens? Their 1 goal, near side deflection. So clearly something in that last intermission with the strategy change work. You need to do the same thing, keep it going for the final 20.
Stay tuned. We will return for the beginning of period number 3 here on Blaze Radio Online.
Your favorite movie is what?
Turbo! Are you stupid? Wrong!
Get out! The A-List. Wednesdays, 10 p.m.
Whether you call it soccer, football, or footy, all of those are synonymous with the world's game. Across the pond, with Andrew Evans and Seth Golevsky, as you covered with all the footy action throughout Europe and throughout the world. From the Premier League to the Champions League, and with the 2026 World Cup coming up, we'll have it all for you guys throughout the year. Be sure to tune in every Monday from 4:30 to 5 Arizona time on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella.
And I'm Landon, and this is Album Explained.
Catch us on BlazeRadioOnline.com every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. or on your favorite podcast streaming service.
Every week, tune in to hear us talking about and dissecting a different album from artists like Pink Campers, Fleetwood Mac, and more.
As we try not to get off track by talking about random things like Jinx Monsoon and Lane and Drew.
Or Bella's thumb issues.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Ta-ta!
Clark, step back 3, you bet! Hall lets it fly.
Hey, it's Lauren.
And I'm Kinla. We're 2 sports journalism majors who basically grew up on the field, the court, and in the stands.
Welcome to The Athlete Era, your weekly dose of women's sports and what it's really like to live life as 20-year-old girls in the sporting world.
From buzzer beaters and rivalries to our own behind-the-scenes stories, we bring you takes you won't hear anywhere else.
Catch Athlete Era every Tuesday from 1:30 to 2:30 right here on Blaze Radio.
Tune in, call in, and join the era.
This is your captain speaking. It's time to fasten your seatbelts, open your ears, and board the audio passport.
Coming to you live every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. on BlazeRadioOnline.com with your pilots Stephanie Doty
And Noah Fuller. Each flight will explore the sound and critical reception of local musicians from a new destination.
We hope you join us on this banger experience and choose the Audio Passport as your next airline.
Safe travels.
And salutations.
Behind the Beat. Welcome back to Behind the Beat, Season 2, starring your hosts, Kat Wong and AJ Shinko. Here on Behind the Beat, we dive into the history behind songs that most people don't know. Why was the song written? What is unique about this artist? What is the history between this singer and this producer? What does that lyric really mean? Find out this and more on Behind the Beat, every Wednesday at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Blaze Game Day is here.
We welcome you back to Blaze Game Day here.
The best of Blaze Radio has assembled to go over the top games for Arizona State Athletics.
Jordan Tyson's going to show up every game. He's going to give you a touchdown. But when he's out, who's the guy that can be that consistent force offensively?
Tap in every Friday to watch the hot takes and picks of the Blaze Game Day crew.
Looking at the president of the Jeff Sims fan club right here. I hope that he just has a really, really great game.
No matter the sport, Blaze Game Day will have high-quality coverage and get the scoop for you.
We're going to get the sticks out, we're going to drop the pucks, and we're not going to drop the gloves, though. We won't fight.
Subscribe to Blaze Sports on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out.
All right, we got the game prediction in. And then we can go to Waffle House.
Yes. Do you want news about the Big 12? Do you want analysis on every football game? Do you want coverage on sports like lacrosse and beach volleyball? Well, guess what? You're in for a treat. Introducing Big 12 at 12 with your host, me, Dimitri Kurlik. It's the show for Big 12 sports and Big 12 sports only. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday for analysis and breakdown of every Big 12 game from 12 p.m. to 12:30, only on Blaze Radio.
Whether you call it soccer, football, or footy, all of those are synonymous with the world's game. Across the pond, with Andrew Evans and Seth Golevsky, as you covered with all the footy action throughout Europe and throughout the world. From the Premier League to the Champions League, and with the 2026 World Cup coming up, we'll have it all for you guys throughout the year. Be sure to tune in every Monday from 4:30 to 5 Arizona time on BlazeRadioOnline.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella.
And I'm Landon, and this is Album Explained.
Catch us on BlazeRadioOnline.com every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. or on your favorite podcast streaming service.
Every week, tune in to hear us talking about and dissecting a different album from artists like Pink Campers, Fleetwood Mac, and more.
As we try not to get off track by talking about random things like Jinx Monsoon and Lane and Drew.
Or Bella's stomach issues.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Ta-ta.
Clark, step back three. You bet. Hall lets it fly.
Hey, it's Lauren.
And I'm Kinla. We're two sports journalism majors who basically grew up on the field, the court, and in the stands.
Welcome to The Athlete Era, your weekly dose of women's sports and what it's really like to live life as 20-year-old girls in the sporting world.
From buzzer beaters and rivalries to our own behind-the-scenes stories, we bring you takes you won't hear anywhere else.
Catch Athlete Era every Tuesday from 1:30 to 2:30 right here on Blaze Radio.
Tune in, call in, and join the era.
Do you want news about the Big 12? Do you want analysis on every football game? Do you want coverage on sports like lacrosse and beach volleyball? Well, guess what? You're in for a treat. Introducing Big 12 at 12 with your host, me, Dimitri Kurlik. It's the show for Big 12 sports and Big 12 sports only. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday for analysis and breakdown of every Big 12 game from 12 p.m. to 12:30, only on Blaze Radio.
While others are sleeping, we are up breaking down the sports world.
The NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, college football, college baseball, UFC, and so much more.
For your weekly sports news, tune into The Breakdown After Dark on BlazeRadioOnline.com with Casey Smith, Aiden Dobell, and Keenan Vaughn, Tuesday nights from 9 to 10 p.m.
While others are sleeping, we are up breaking down the sports world.
The NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, college football, college baseball, UFC, and so much more.
For your weekly sports news, tune into The Breakdown After Dark on BlazeRadioOnline.com with Casey Smith, Aiden Dobell, and Keenan Vaughn, Tuesday nights from 9 to 10 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bill Austin Radio Studio in downtown Phoenix, Blaze Radio presents Boxing vs. Everyone. I'm Edward Eamon, host of Boxing vs. Everyone. Tune in Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Blaze Radio at BlazeRadioOnline.com for the latest boxing analysis, news, updates, and more.
Great moments are born from watching Friday Night Lights Camera Action. Blaze Radio's one and only sports movie talk show is back. And are you gonna watch it?
Not only will I do it for you, yes, I'll do it for you.
We will watch anything and everything. From the weird movies.
He's right! Ain't no rules said the dog can't play basketball.
To the classics.
Hey, is this heaven? No, it's Iowa.
Tune in every Friday night at 7 p.m. Arizona time to listen to Ethan Neal and Parker Perrell talk about the movie of the week.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
If you're a tennis fan and want to take a little break from your day, I'm serving up a show for you. This is your host Pratham Valluri, bringing you Match Point, your weekly tennis content. I'll cover ongoing tournaments, go over the latest news, analyze players and matches, and replay the previous week's biggest moments. Be sure to tune into Match Point every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
Do you think you know it all?
That you're different from the rest?
Do you think your matcha hours have raised your performance levels to the best?
Then come join me, Caleb,
And me, Kaylee,
and listen to our show, Niche for Niche.
the show where we take the pop culture trend of every week,
Make a playlist surrounding its aura
and play it out loud for you
every Friday
at 1 p.m.
on Blaze Radio.
All aboard the Northeast Corridor. I'm Preston Rabb.
And I'm AJ Gonzalez. Sit back and relax as we take you on a 30-minute adventure giving you all the updates from the Northeast.
From sports to politics to the biggest trends.
We got you.
Be sure to listen on BlazeRadioOnline.com. What days are we on, AJ?
Every Tuesday.
That's right. So listen in.
We'll know if you don't listen.
Don't miss out on the hottest growing show on Blaze.
Tune in every Tuesday night only on Blaze Radio for the Northeast Corridor.
Are you a college student with a week's worth of homework due?
Are you a working class citizen who has to be up early?
Do you have little to no time to yourself? We don't care! So grab a cup of coffee or a can of Red Bull and tune into Off the Record on Blaze Radio every Thursday from 9 to 10 p.m.
Off the Record offers all the news in music and pop culture.
And the audience can play along with our new game segments every week.
So be sure to tune into Off the Record on Blaze Radio from 9 to 10 p.m. every Thursday.
7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Onions! Double order!
Want to stay wrapped up in the madness of March and the glory of Saturday all year round? Tune into Onions, a college sports show, Monday nights from 9 to 10 on Blaze Radio. Hosted by Luke Lundler and Christian Jarmark, Onions will look at the world of college sports with the players, the moments, and the storylines that you won't want to miss. Onions, 9 to 10 p.m. Monday nights on Blaze Radio.
Do you want to stay updated on the world of soccer, or hear Arsenal fans tell you why we're winning the league? Then you need to tune in to Park the Bus on Blaze Radio. Go to blazeradioonline.com at 7:30 every Monday morning to hear Alex Swift and Bob Blue, alongside the occasional guest host, talk everything soccer.
Adventurer, quickly, I don't have much time. I have a quest for you. You must travel to blazeradioonline.com to listen to the stories on Traveler's Guide to Faerun. Find the dutiful guide, Anion Fack McDaniels, who can tell you all about the legendary lore of the world behind Dungeons & Dragons every single week. Remember, Adventurer, Traveler's Guide to Faerun, Monday nights at 7, only on Blaze Radio. Adventure awaits.
Hey Brooklyn, have you ever had a burning sports question?
No, Casey, because I listen to The Hot Seat, where they answer them all for me.
What's the hot seat?
You'll just have to listen to find out.
When can I listen?
Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
From two former athletes bringing you all the drama.
You won't want to miss these hot takes.
Everyone's favorite duo is back on the radio.
And for the third semester, they're better than ever.
So we'll see you in the hot seat.
For centuries, us Homo sapiens have been trying to answer the age-old question, what to do on Sunday mornings, and what would be the best companion to NFL football in the fall. Until now, returning to Blaze Radio at 10 a.m. every Sunday, hosted by Jack Footer, aka Jay Fu, it's the Jay Fu Show! An hour of action-packed music that'll make you say, Sundays have never been so exciting. So tune into the Jay Fu Show Sunday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Blaze Radio, blazeradioonline.com.
If you love being in the know for sports, the Scouting Session is the place for you.
We pull back the athletic curtain, giving you a look into the stars of tomorrow.
From the icy rinks in Canada
to the racetracks across the West Coast
and inside your favorite dugouts, we highlight young athletes from around the globe.
Plus, we bring them on the show for more in-depth conversations.
You won't want to miss it.
Tune in every Monday at 1 p.m. on Blaze Radio.
Welcome back to Game 1 of the Desert Hockey Classic. Jack Brooks alongside Jaden Ricken. We have a 5-1 game thus far. The Air Force Academy Falcons leading the Michigan Tech Huskies. And so far, just pure domination from Air Force. A lot of far slide opportunities from the Falcons. They've been able to take advantage in that low slot. Michigan Tech, though, their one goal coming in this last second period. A lot of high shot opportunities. They tried to stay high in the first. It wasn't working out for them. Their one goal early on in the second, a low side tip-in. Thus far, Jaden, what do you need to see in the final 20?
It's just more shots. Michigan Tech took 7 in period number 1, and then only an increase of 8 shots in period number 2 compared to Air Force's 17 shots. So it's just one team that's shooting and playing great defense, which in turn gives them more shots. And then the Huskies, on the other hand, they're not shooting a lot, and they're not playing defense to generate themselves more shots. So I'd like to see the Huskies try and close out on a stronger note and try and get a couple more goals, just something to build upon before their second game tomorrow. But the Falcons, keep it going, right? Don't change the status quo. This is how you need to play if you want to win this classic.
Sam Stint starting right wing for the Falcons, already with 3 points in the game. Puck is dropped, and we are underway in the final frame here at Mullet Arena. Later tonight, Alaska Anchorage taking on the host Arizona State Sun Devils. Winner of this matchup will get placed in the winning game between those next two teams for the Desert Hockey Championship. Michigan Tech looking for their third title in the Classic history as the puck is deflected over the net and out of play. Michigan Tech will make an early change as we will have a neutral zone face-off 35 seconds into the final frame. 15 shots for the Huskies, 27 for Air Force. Air Force has doubled the Michigan Tech shot total 2 separate times this game. Michigan Tech only 3 consecutive shots being their highest through the first 40, as a center ice draw goes in favor of the Huskies. Blue line, neutral zone sent on in far side. Air Force will recover behind the net into the triangle, ring it along the board near side, and Michigan Tech looking for an offensive zone possession. Tripped up right there is Will Dawson, left wing for Air Force. Michigan Tech will recover in the slot, but Stintz able to get a hold of it, clear it back into the neutral zone. Air Force with a 2-on-2 the other way, won't go, deflected near side by Michigan Tech. Now skated back into the neutral zone. Michigan Tech looking for a 2-on-3 skate in. They have all 4 skaters near side as they try to make a change. Shot sails wide left, and it is recovered by the Huskies, in the neutral zone. Both teams getting a fresh line. Air Force only one tired skater remaining on the ice. Puck now near side, brought along the boards. Air Force will recover in their defensive zone. Michigan Tech looking to keep it in that far circle. They will. Bring it along to the corner. Air Force recovers and brought along the boards again. 3 consecutive board passes from the team in blue. Now near side corner, another backhand. Michigan Tech just unable to control the puck. They finally do send on in the shot, but a save made, light glove save by Wasik. He's been standing tall all night.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. He's been incredible. 14 saves coming into period number 2 compared to Manzella's 18 saves. And when you consider the difference in the amount of shots on goal compared to the amount of goals both of these teams have, he's really done his job well.
Ryan Manzella, the Sioux Falls USHL player, making his first collegiate appearance tonight after coming in early on in the first period, already down 5-0. As the puck is gained control on by the Huskies in their defensive end. Stretch pass leads near side. In the slot, forehand, backhand save made. Wasik. Oh my goodness, what a chance there for the Huskies. The stretch pass to the sophomore Tom Lipa. Forehand, backhand in the circle, but Wasik was there for every step of the way. What a save.
You say every step of the way. He didn't have to move a whole lot. He was there in good defense, but that's another take by the Huskies where it's just not enough on the finish. He scoots out to the left to fall on it in the end, and he's just got great positioning to where he doesn't have to end up running for the puck.
Great positioning, the understatement. Perfect positioning from the 6'1 junior as Michigan Tech wins the draw in their offensive end. Center point shot deflected out. Skate for the puck now in the neutral zone. The Huskies will recover. Looking up for a 3-on-2 chase. They won't get it. Air Force puck far blue side. Now near side into their attacking zone. Brought along the net. Good defense by the Huskies. Avoiding a holding call. Puck now far corner. Run along the boards. Air Force blue line. Taken aback. Looking for any room. One-time opportunity, and that's an early goal in the final frame. That one coming from the left defenseman, Will Starring, the assistant captain, second defensive pairing. What a tip in, puck far side blue line, looking for any passing lane, and they found the only available one over to Starring. That will be his, believe that is actually, going to be only his 12th point from the defenseman. 6-1 Air Force with 17 to go.
That's another strong note just to add to the resume for this game for the Falcons to take a 6-1 lead with 17-12. In period number 3, they haven't let off the gas after a scoreless second period. They return with a little bit more momentum in the third.
6-1, 17:05 remaining, 28 shots for the Falcons. The one-time opportunity there, we're still looking for the assist. And it will be Stintz. Stintz with his 4th point on the night, the starting right-wing sophomore from Perry Hall. Should be an easy shoo-in for the first start of the game. 6-1 Air Force, 17 remaining in the final frame. Puck behind the net. Air Force near side in their defensive zone will ring along the boards. The Huskies recovering. Back behind the net, run along the boards again. No one able to get it out to the center ice. Finally, the Huskies will go far side circle. Up to the blue line. Air Force is going to have a 2-on-1 opportunity, but the puck is lost in the neutral zone, and the Huskies will recover in their attacking area. Quick change from Michigan Tech. Puck now near side, run along the boards again. The Huskies just not being able to find the center of the ice. Back up to the blue line, skated center, near side point, back far side, above the right wing circle, save made. Air Force unable to clear, finally they do, and we will get a quick offsides. Much needed change coming from the Falcons.
They sent some really bad passes there in the attacking zone. It just didn't look good. They weren't communicating. It was a pass straight into the board, and it's like, hey, are you looking at me or not? Because they are not talking.
I just think that this is an offense that is really struggling to click together today.
Air Force, 28 shots with still 16 to go. 6 goals. Now near side, Michigan Tech. Puck brought back to the point. Shot in. Nothing going. Puck on the board near side. Back behind the net. In the slot. No save needed from Wasik. Now a 2-on-2 opportunity for Air Force down the other way. Puck far side circle. Wouldn't go. Deflected by Michigan Tech. 4-on-3. Couldn't get anything to go. And now Air Force is going to have a 1-on-2. No one able to set a possession. 15-18 to go. Air Force recovering near side in their attacking zone. They'll hold the puck at the point near side. Will sling it in. Blocker save made. No one there to recover the mess. And Michigan Tech will get the clear. Quarter of the way through the final frame. 6-1 Air Force as they skate into their attacking zone. Far side save made. Back behind the net is the rebound. Now up to the right point. One-timer from the slot. Manzella needed to look behind him. Puck didn't skate through. Stretch pass for Michigan Tech is going to lead to a 1-on-1. Just goes far, and we won't see a shot on goal from it. Michigan Tech in need of a change. One-time tip save made with the pad. Now far side circle. Up to the blue line. Michigan Tech, high slot, shot, save, rebound. Gets behind the net, back to the slot. Nothing going there. Far side point. Back down to the circle. It's Lanyards. Back center point. Near side top circle. Shot in. Double tip. Won't go. No contact made with the puck there by any Huskies. As Air Force taking a big hit. Will get it all the way back and make a change. Long time since we have seen a stoppage. Puck battled for in the neutral zone. Air Force will walk away with it in their defensive end. Back up to the neutral zone as they enter their attacking area. Far side circle. Won't go anything for them, and the Huskies will skate up. Huskies now enter the offensive zone. Near side circle. Back to the point. Couldn't get the tip in. Air Force defense swarming. Michigan Tech now to the slot. One-timer deflected by an Air Force defender. Won't go. Puck back up to the slot. And a save is made.
There's no real energy into getting take a one-timer move. And if it goes, it goes. It's not a great way of trying to get pucks in the net of the Huskies. Everything be very disappointing being involved for them and head coach goal. I mean, this is just not the level of play that this team has been expected to play at. This has been a major disappointment so far. Still 13 minutes to try and change that around. Goes behind the net. Falcons have it. Working their way right through center ice and passing into the far left side. Gets taken away. Now on the near. Huskies trying to get it in. Deflected pass. Goes back behind. The backhand reworked it out. As the puck gets cycled, we get a whistle.
12-13 to go. 31 shots for the Falcons. And for Michigan Tech, I mean, you have those point opportunities. Obviously, the Falcons defense has been swarming you all game from the moment you've entered the zone. But they have those milliseconds, right? In hockey, that's what this is all about. They have those milliseconds to get the puck back to the point. They're just holding it, trying to set that slow possession up for far too long. Air Force having none of it.
Look at that. Classic. That game didn't take up on that. At the top of the Desert Hockey Classic, Jack, right now, I mean, the Huskies don't look like they're going to be putting in their bid for a third championship here in Desert Hockey, and this might be a big opportunity for the Falcons to show up and walk it home tomorrow.
I mean, obviously there's still 12:51 remaining in the game, but if you're Air Force, you're feeling pretty good coming off of this break. Month-long break, did not play collegiate hockey, and not only to come out with such a dominant performance like this, no matter what the result is, but to also have your stars shine. Sam Stinn's first line right wiener, up to his 20th point in the season despite a lack of games. Got 4 here tonight. You're getting offensive production from McCormick, your center, passer, and also the guy wearing one of 3 C's on your uniform. The stars are showing up for Air Force despite the break. Wasick has stood tall. A lot of 5-hole pad saves that he's needed to make. He stayed strong with those far side opportunities from the Huskies. Every fundamental and every player that you needed to step up, you've executed the fundamentals and you've had those guys step up. So Air Force, despite the long break, should be walking into tomorrow's game, no matter who they play, feeling pretty good with their heads up.
So I'm going to redo the puck drop near rights. Gets launched into the net on the second attempt.
Wasick starting a 2-4-1 goals against average with 358 saves. Faced 21, has saved 20. He has stood tall with that blocker side, needed to use a lot of it, went to the pad a lot with a lot of rebound opportunities. Obviously not as many as Manzella has needed to clean up on the other end of the ice, but you got to be feeling pretty good about a goaltender who just hasn't been able to get in the crease very much as of late, come in with a performance like this.
He's off in the same spot, gives the Falcons the puck on the offensive zone. And the Huskies trying to recover on defense. They'll cycle it around and try and use the boards to catch the puck up into their offensive zone. Whistle down low.
And right there, Air Force is doing what I think is exactly what Michigan Tech needs to do. I mean, you have those milliseconds on the high point that Michigan Tech just hasn't been able to use. They're taking too long to set those offensive possessions. They're trying to go down to the circle too quick. And for Michigan Tech, it hasn't worked out. Air Force right there. Puck immediately got center point, sent right back into a deflection. Save made that time, but a dangerous scoring chance.
Face off in the near left circle. Puck finally finds its way out. Huskies have it on the far right side. Going into the corner, they lose control. The Falcons will try and clear it using the boards. It ends up in the
That was a glove save there by Wasick. Hasn't needed to go to the glove much this game. Already has needed to use it twice in the first 8 of this final frame. Good to know that he still has those reflexes after the long break we've seen from the Falcons.
Just trying to get something going. He's taking with ease. A little bit more effort to getting out of the defensive zone. Near side, right at the center, it gets pushed over into the far right corner. Now, on the side, it's the Syker. Falcons have it. That's a 2-on-3. Shot off to the right side. Bounces back.
Huskies wanted a holding call there on that clear attempt along the front side boards, not going to get it.
In control, and uses it as the puck gets flipped up right in front of the net. A chance, and Huskies just can't capitalize.
Wasick right there again with that left pad near side slot. Dangerous, not really even a rebound, just mess in front, made the save.
Battle of the blue line, taking back into the neutral zone. Right at center ice, down to the far side. Over at the benches. This we get a whistle.
Near side stripes is going to get a little chirp there from Michigan Tech. They wanted a holding call on that initial offensive clear coming off of the draw along the boards. It appeared as though Cole Christian, the freshman from Duluth, got a bit of a hold of a Husky. Refs thought otherwise. Would have been the third freshman in this matchup to get a 2-minute minor.
Huskies take a shot.
Michigan Tech now matching their consecutive shot total best of the game with 3 in a row. Now 4 in a row, just beat it. And Wasik needing to go glove side again. He's needed to use a lot of that in the final frame.
Back towards center ice. The Falcons have him on the far side. Good spin move. A chance to score. Left side shot. No good on the left wing now. Contact after the play.
A little bit of a spin-o-rama, I believe, from Anthony. He faked like he was going to that near side slot. Far circle. Little spin-o-rama. We're going to get a replay of it here at Mullet. Went back to his left leg. On the floor, and got the shot off in time for the defender to close in on him. What a move if that ended up in the back of the net. I know Sam Stitz has had his highlight reviews, but that was really good.
Air Force Academy is in 6-1.
Freshman out of Lakeville, Minnesota. What a tip in from him. He found the slot near side right away after the face-off. Spun back so he could face the puck. Got some good stick contact on it. And just like that, it is a 6-goal lead for the Falcons with 10:22 remaining. He was all alone in the slot facing the puck. No Husky picked him up after the draw. Just too easy for him. Screaming goalie with no defender there.
Puck drop in center ice. Huskies come away with it. 1-on-3. They lose control. Strong start. Just nowhere to really go. Gets from Noah Reinhardt. Huskies have it back on the far side. Bounces its way around the boards.
About halfway through the final frame, Air Force with right the tip and goal there. Obviously, they've tried some flashy moves. I mean, hey, when they're up 6 in the final 10, why not try a little bit of extra stuff? See really what you can do. But Michigan Tech has done a really good job at controlling this period. We mentioned moving from far side, near side with their offensive opportunities, moving from the second period. A lot of adjustments made in the first intermission that not only got them their first goal, but also nearly tripled their shot totals and attempts. And now in this period, they seem to be doing the same. They're going more to Wasik's glove side. They're sticking back to that near side attack. And so far, the opportunities have been there. Air Force going 4 high. They're not leading anyone far side board.
They take a whack at it instantly. Save made.
Anthony Yu right there with the slap shot. They set him up on the outside of that circle instead on the far boards. He got to that puck immediately, but save made by Minnesota. Once again electing to not have anyone on the far board. They'll just stay circle high on the draw.
It's Dixon Jevik. Scrappers are able to get back up. Against the middle. High take was behind the net. Still in scoring opportunity here as the Huskies looking their way for a second. Falcons getting back on defense. Working along the far right side. Falcons clear. Looking back here.
That was Bo Janzine, the 6'1", 210 sophomore, standing up a Husky. We almost saw a little bit of extracurriculars there.
Now down the middle, right through Sunrise, pass over to the near side, along the right, going back in. Huskies lose it. A decent scoring attempt. Taken long, push right in front of the goal and in!
The freshman that is in the NAHL stretch pass from D-zone to blue line. The Huskies had a wide out defense. He was able to find the middle of the ice, take advantage of that one, had all the time to skate in deep, went forehand, backhand, flip up forehand to the backhand, didn't even need to get it off the ice. And just like that, it is 8-1 Air Force, 8:54 remaining for the freshman. That is his first goal and point this season.
Falcons in the defensive zone, following the puck drop after the goal.
That is also the second stretch ice pass goal we have seen from the Falcons in this game. Both going low slide.
11 minutes, 6 seconds into the third period.
Puck along the far side. Preston just rounded around, backside, passes it out, and taken away. No Huskies there. He hit into a position, setting a great shot on goal.
The Huskies repeatedly trying to go down low, just hasn't been working for them the last 12.
Along the near right side, in the offensive zone, push back at the goal. Lots of waiting. From outside, Huskies take a shot, bounces off to the right. Tyler Miller with an attempt, good and good to go. Puck still down in the offensive third, Stevenson loses his stick.
Stevenson wanted a slashing call there. Puck was in a scramble. Too much going on for the refs to call as puck goes out of play into the Air Force net. Needing a goal a minute now. We'll see if they stick down low or if they'll try the high play. Down low third period attack hasn't been working for them. And like we mentioned, Wasick just glove save after glove save on that near side.
Falcons passing around, get it in the offensive zone. Turn it over to the Huskies. Huskies on center ice trying to push. 3-on-2. Near right side. A swing and right into the pads of Wasick. So that's an attempt, and I think it was a good movement from Noah Reinhardt, but just not enough of an angle to really get on good to the ball. He's blocked the whole time with the attempt.
You know, I might be able to tell the future or call me a broken record, but what did we say before that draw? Wasick just too strong left side. Where does Michigan Tech go on that entry? Right back to the glove side, Wasick, another save.
You just need another member on the other side to potentially pass and try and play it over to his movement spot, back behind at the boards.
Thing is with Wasick, how he's been standing tall this game with both pads, the far side attack, now the glove. He doesn't have a weak spot. Michigan Tech just can't get to him.
Yes. Puck moved into the new right corner. Huskies going to retreat a little bit, and that Babel send it back forward. That side, face-off circle, push back to the blue line. Huskies still have it. They take one, it goes high and off to the right. Push down into the far right corner now. Huskies trying to reset. Bounce pass off the walls to get it out. shot for deep, blocked. That puck will go way back.
Air Force changing out their defense instead of going for the entry.
6:15 remaining in period number 3.
Wasik leaving his stick behind right outside the triangle, trying to avoid the goalie interference penalty. Just barely kept it behind the net.
Falcons have it on their own blue line as they push it up the far side. They'll retreat back. Good pass to Will Dawson. Now they push it up forward. The far left corner. Puck moving around. Stuck at the wall as it gets sent back into the defensive zone. And the far side. 3 Huskies coming to meet the puck as it's pushed back. Pressure at the wall. Moving back around. The Huskies still have it. Now they lose control. Will Starry trying to get in. Hits it away. And it's just jabbing their sticks in for the Falcons. Good defense. Taking a shot. Puck still in play. Wasik pushes it out. And now the puck will roll all the way back to the Huskies' side of the rink. They'll reset. A good defensive play from him once again. He'll push it around and try and just get his team going and get it out of there. Across center ice. Now on the left side of the net. Huskies in defensive formation, pushed over to the far left side, taken back behind. Falcons maybe trying to get one more goal. Puck is stuck behind, worked out. On the far left side, turning around. Huskies have it. Stevenson trying to go full speed and get it away. Back in the blue line. Just trying to get it out. Puck sent back down off to the near side of the goal. Huskies escape. Now they're going to try and play off of the Falcons team that's a little bit more set. Stevenson trying to navigate traffic, passes it, tries to get the pass back and loses it. Now it's worked around, so that was a failed opportunity there for him. He could have gotten it back, and that's part of that miscommunication that the Huskies have really struggled with for a large portion of this match as we finally get a stoppage with a whistle and 4:06 left in period number 2.
Michigan Tech really struggling with their spacing offensively there. I mean, what we saw from that initial possession, Matthew Van Berkom and Caleb Palmer, the right defenseman, just staying too close when the puck was in that battle for that near side corner, both sticking low side slot, not giving breathing room for the defense. And right there, when Air Force has been swarming all game, you just can't make it too easy for them to get back to the slot. Puck is cleared out to the blue line. One of them needs to fall back. One of them needs to fall back and get back to that far circle, create some spacing, create some passing lanes. Traffic in front of the net is good, but it's only so good until you block 2 of your own shots because you have a right defenseman and a centerman both in the slot when one of them needs to clear out as the puck enters the blue line. I don't know if that's a lack of communication, a close-knit, crash-in-net game plan that Duluth is trying to switch to here in the final 4 minutes, but whatever it was, backfired on them blocking their own shots.
He is brought the energy. It feels like he's trying to smart. The Huskies know he will push it down the range fast. When we saw a mistake from him, his possession. Pass back, but he's the one to get it. Falcons still lead 8-1 as we near the end of period number 3 and the end of game number 1 here at Desert Hockey Classic. In just a little over an hour and a half, it'll be game number 2. Arizona State University hosting Alaska Hoosiers. Puck taken onto the far right side. Huskies trying to get one little thing to go. At the blue line, drop is taken away. Big hit. Falcons will lose control. The push to Sam Stitz loses the puck. Now the Huskies a little out of motion. Can't hold on. Sardarian was trying to get ahead of the puck. Lost control. Started to wobble. Scramble for the puck over at the benches, sends it across the ice over onto the near right quarter. Looked around the backside.
This is now the most amount of goals that Michigan Tech has allowed in the game this season.
Huskies in scoring potential position. Puck moved around and in! They finally get one. Giant score from Koshin Latimer. Just to get a little bit of energy. Still down 6.
Tom Leaple, the fourth line center, making probably the best pass we've seen all night. Skates in, fakes like he's going behind the net, just feeds it right in between the wide skate of Wasik and the post to get the puck in the slot. Beautiful passing, letting up that goal opportunity. 8-2 with 3 remaining.
That's one of those assists that you almost wish there was an asterisk next to, because it's just such an incredible assist where, I don't know, I always feel like you're not getting that goal. Yeah, that's how the Huskies want to close out this game. It looks like that. I think that that's positive. It's more positive than the first 50 minutes of it. The offensive zone, Huskies taken away. Now they're going to push into their offensive zone. A shot on net. Bounces off of the pads of Wasik, still on the far right corner. Push back behind the net. They tried the same big block this time, not from the goalie, but instead with Chris Heaton. Puck still around in scoring position. They try a pass right out in front at weak one, and now the Huskies will get it back, so the Falcons have an opportunity to clear. Miscommunication from them. The far right corner is where the puck is. Huskies have it. They're going to reset, try and get some passing lanes here. Potentially get a shot. Puck bouncing, and that one goes up and off the net. 2:07 now.
Red Foucher. For the Huskies, they've been able to kind of come back to the shot total, now 30-38. As wild as that sounds, Air Force definitely playing a lot more conservative. But like I said earlier, most goals allowed early goalie pull in the first period. And now that's not as quite seen in the shot total, but it definitely was earlier.
You guys was on the video bottom line today. Right side, 2:07 as we're near the end of this matchup. Huskies win it. They send it across the ice to the far side. Now back behind the net. Falcons trying to clear. They just sail the last 120 seconds. Right in front of the net. Wasik has to get back and prepare. Falcons able to push it on the far side. They take it across the center ice, pushing it into the far left corner. That one will work its way around. And if you're the Huskies, you don't want to let up one last goal. Absolutely not. Mission critical. They'll take it back along the near side, pushing into the offensive zone. Potentially one more positive note for Michigan Tech to end up. Walking around, near right corner, back of the boards. The puck is stuck. 4 members, 2 from each team, fighting for it, trying to poke it out. Next up with this comes, and that's what they'll push it away. Worked around on the far side. Deep shot taken way left. An attempt made, but not a great one. Huskies able to recover. 1:10 now left. Back on the near right side, push back out to the blue. Another deep shot. This one goes, and it's a little right. Had a strong look. Huskies don't get it back this time. The thing now, they don't push it away. We're seeing line changes for both teams as the Huskies have the puck all the way back on their side of the rink, and they're going to work it all the way out with their fresh skaters. Near side, pushes the far, shot from deep, that one blocked away. Wasik has to hit one away afterwards. The shots on goals, Jack, you mentioned it so much, coming in clutch for the Falcons. They have to get on defense because Michigan Tech has just increased their shooting here in the third. From the blue, another miss. Huskies still in the attacking zone. 22 seconds, Falcons flick it away over to the near left corner. Huskies just trying to get one last look. It's a 1-on-4 opportunity. They'll push it back to the blue line. Puck goes off to the right side of the net. Under 10 seconds remaining now as they will skate behind. Moving around still. Trying to get one last look. 1 second. They take it from deep and that one's blocked away instantly. Final shot taken from Harper. So that'll do it here. Doesn't find it for the rebound. For now, 2 speed for the goal. 8-2. Air Force Academy Falcons think had they started a little stronger, maybe how they played in period number 3, somewhat akin to that, this would have been a much closer game, but they got behind so early, it just felt like there wasn't a lot of room for them to come back, especially once you're taking out your stars.
Michigan Tech coming off of a strong loss against Michigan State, and you just need to keep your head up. I mean, at the end of the day, we've talked about these classic games do really matter for the USCHO ranking. Playing in this road arena, in this environment, tournament style, where you place matters for postseason net RPI rankings, especially when you're going up against teams such as Arizona State, such as Alaska Anchorage. These games do matter. You need to keep your head up. You need to move on to the next day. You won't be playing for your third championship, but you will be playing for a lot of ranking points. And just looking in the future, they need to stay ready. Number 15, Minnesota State, a double weekend series coming up later this month. You just need to brush this one off the shoulders, reset, get to tomorrow.
So a amazing week